The only thing it doesn't do is like hook into the spell slot system. So
That's
honor
probably for the
system?
best.
Question mark.
Because it means
Yes.
we won't. It won't be hard to rewind if misclicks happen.
Good.
It won't let
Does
me.
it work? Ooh, I don't know if that.
I'm targeting Catholic, and Cure Wounds isn't mentioning them.
It is.
Oh, okay.
Like down at the second line where it says Roa.
Oh, okay. I have to like mouse over it. Okay. Okay.
Really? I don't see that.
If
I
you
have
mouse
to
over
mouse
hit
over.
points.
Yeah.
Nothing pops up when I affect it. There it is. It's not bold, so it doesn't make me think mouse over me. All right, now I need to figure out if blessed does anything because I doubt it. No. Yeah, most of my stuff I don't really use for.
This is the part where Stump says we used all our spell slots.
Yes, roll initiative. It's a
Roll.
whale.
Oh my god. Pod.
PvP.
We are picking things up essentially right after we left. You have shuffled Mortlock off to Flaming Fist HQ. I have done what I needed to there, so that happened. Good. You have brought Mortlock himself before Zod. I actually have his full testimony here, like what he wrote down and like et cetera. The crypt that you guys were exploring was found as they were breaking ground for other construction. Finding that, they changed their plans and built a bathhouse instead. Mortlock was assigned to running it, and he was the one who developed all the fancy plumbing and stuff. Not a bright guy, but he has a mind for that shit. After the bathhouse was up and running, the Thalamra sprung it on him that the cultists were going to be using the downstairs crypt area as their hideout. It was then that he was informed about the fact that they were using the cultists in a bid to take over the whole of Baldur's Gate. Oh yeah, about that. Yeah, bringing up the spell description. Anytime you see like an underlying like wisdom saving throw or like a spell attack roll or whatever, clicking that is what actually casts the spell. And then you could do the damage roll based on like the damage roll link that you see in the spell description as well. He was fine with this plan, of course, because taking over the city, whatever. We've talked about that. It was about a fortnight ago that like he was summoned back to the manor, and that's when the full extent of what had happened, like of what was going on, was revealed to Mortlock, and that's where he got his cold feet. Like Thalamra actually appeared with some people in inky black robes. Like, so she's got like her own posse of like culty people as well. Yada. Zaj has okay, Zaj is gonna ask you guys, were you followed here? Did anybody see you?
Letton looks sideways at Mira.
Myra. But why are you looking at me?
Well, I'm not the one who had a bunch of weird trained commandos show up to stop us.
And you think I had them?
I beg your pardon?
would Myra, like, I guess the best question I can ask right now is how soon after the bathhouse is this?
Oh, you have immediately left the bathhouse and went to Flaming Fist HQ.
And secondly, what did the cultists look like to her? Like, could she make?
They were in black leathers with gray robes, um, like black dragon masks. If that helps. Or
Okay.
am I
Oh, we had a
missing something?
picture.
Um, you wouldn't happen to have any dragon cultists around here, would you?
Zod's like pinches the bridge of his nose. You've got cultists of every stripe. They're thick as weeds.
Well, oh,
They tend to keep to themselves, however. They don't get into they're not as aggressive as the Dead Three.
okay. Well, the Dead Three apparently stole this from them, and she's gonna bring out the crown. Does this look familiar in any way?
I haven't the foggiest.
Lettlin will like slightly like turn his head away and smirk to himself behind his hand. Basically.
He doesn't know Pepe laughed.
It's just like this guy's not gonna have a clue.
Incomplete information, lol. Keck W.
They
Alright,
seemed,
please go.
they seemed interested in me. I don't remember what they were calling her.
La Conduite.
Le Conduit. They were calling me Le Conduit?
Well, if you know Draconic, you would know how to translate that.
Yeah,
right?
that's essentially the vessel.
Yeah. But she doesn't exactly know Draconic. Like, she can understand it, kind of, but at the same time...
Zod looks at you blankly like you just referred to yourself as Lord Poopy Pants III.
Uh,
Like, the word means absolutely nothing to him.
Laya's just gonna put her hand on Myra's shoulder and be like, I don't think he knows what you're talking about.
to be frank,
Well,
I don't either.
Well, if
They
you're
left
done...
without trouble, so it's probably fine.
I'm still wondering why they called me the Vessel, though.
Well, it appears you've cleaned up You've done what we've asked. We could probably work this to our advantage if you weren't followed. And he shouts for somebody, and someone comes in who's got his arm in a sling, like a bandage around his lower torso. And he's like, get someone from the Gazetteer down here. We're ready to
Oh, fuck,
we need
I'm
to
too dumb to think about that. Go on.
we're gonna tell the Gazetteer, the newspaper, that place was cleared out, no survivors. And you, and he points at Morlock, that you were keeping out of sight. You're everybody's ace in the hole right now. And Morlock just kind of like nods and says, well, that's all right.
I can't say this in character, but I feel like Morlock would know about this. The invisible imp spies could have totally followed us.
Well,
And he's the one who mentioned
They
it.
could
so-
have.
shit.
But Lettlin would not think of that, so I can't actually.
Okay, you're not a total idiot. It's okay to have ideas, even though you have an 8 in intelligence.
That also brings me up to the other
Since-
campaign.
Since you brought it up, I feel like I can't say it because that's meta.
Weren't we
I,
gonna
will,
go
dude,
back?
I mentioned it just now because Mortlock is here and he probably would. Or someone else would. I'm just kind of reminding the party because our party has plenty of smart people.
Oh yeah.
And it has been.
Oh yeah.
Super
My-
smart.
Myra is gonna turn to Morlock. Didn't you say something about what was it again? It invisible imps?
Boy, be me brothers first well. It's got a network of little lighters. If they see us, we've been made, but might be worth the attempt anyway.
Any way of knowing if they followed us?
Not really. They weren't going to attack. They would have gone off to report. Zod says, "Let's make the announcement in the papers."
How do the imps travel about?
They fly.
Just fly.
And we'll see where that takes us. Mortlock's willing to vouch that you have cleared out the Cult of the Dead 3. So the Zods tells you the contract's been filled. He, like another fist office worker, brings out a gigantic sack of gold for you, and it gets split up amongst you, and you have your monies. It was 400 apiece, yes?
Yep.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure we added it last time, but yes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then we also we're gonna sell the gems we found.
400 gold apiece. Or
The
No.
contract was 400.
okay. All right.
Exactly.
It's well and it's well and good that the contract's done.
Because we also
because-
sold all the gems.
I'll tell you straight up. Hell in a handbasket or not, I cannot move against a duke. If you choose to, that's on you. We can help, but we can't do much. We can smooth things over so you can move around the upper city, but that's about it.
Oh, Leia got turned into a question mark.
Oh, did I?
Yep.
What?
Did you change
did
your
you-
portrait?
Yeah, I was curious to see if like I noticed that like my portrait maybe it was just on my end. It looked like really pixelated and stuff. So I tried putting like one of my own already like downskilled ones.
It's probably
Okay.
we probably have to reconnect to download it, I guess.
Or maybe here, let me.
Can you like is there a way to refresh my token or something?
I can.
Move.
Oh yeah, you just made a giant pic. Yeah, let me.
Okay. Can you like put my picture back then?
Yes. All right. So
Are we about to kill a
Okay.
duke? Oh,
well, like
there we go.
Mortlock said yesterday, like earlier in the day, He's highly suggesting you go after Amric, who is the middle child of the Vamper clan. If for no other reason than to clean up your backside or possibly use him as leverage in dealing with the Duke herself.
Because we know he doesn't stay holed up in a mansion, which is probably super fortified.
Yeah, Thirstwell is sickly and of weak constitution, so he does not leave the manor much. But Amric has holds court in a tavern called the Low Lantern, down by the docks.
Do we know what estate in particular Tirstwell resides at, or?
Yes, the Van Thamper manor.
Oh, okay, like their actual.
Yeah, the Van Thampers are like Duke Van Thamper is one of the 4 like Grand Dukes of the city. Like they are like, big drips in the water department around here.
Okay.
All right, Dodge tells you if you can think of anything we can do to help you, you're free to stop by and ask. But for now, dismissed.
Actually,
Well, it's- this like since they got the gold level, it's just like conferring to his notebook, trying to figure out what to do.
could you look into these imp spies by any chance?
I'm not aware
I
of
don't know if-
anything we have that lets us see invisible creatures, but we'll do our best.
I don't know. Maybe they know like a court wizard or something that can like detect creatures or something like that. I don't know if such a spell.
We'll
exists.
do our best.
Yeah, there's not really like a court to speak of here.
Mhm. I just mean
Ro-
like a strong like a wizard or something who can detect creatures.
Roly just asked if she can, if they have like a workshop she can borrow for a while, like or like a smithy.
We do. Actually, hold on. Let me think about that question. No, they don't. Any smithing work they need, they strong arm out of the locals.
Hmm.
They pay them. That's just not, hometown discount.
Yeah. Well, she would just ask for like their location. And
Okay. Actually,
yeah.
let me. Let me do. One moment, please. Wow, that's obnoxious.
Monkas.
Hey everyone.
Okay, that's even more obnoxious. Okay. He tells you about a place up in Joaquin's Promenade,
Hmm.
which is gosh, if I can see a map here, it's down closer to the port, but not right on.
Okay.
Shadow would know the joint.
Did anyone have anything else to ask of Zodge, or I guess we should head out and plan our next step.
I got nothing. I already asked all
Does
my.
not. At this point, he's decided that Zod is not hopeful.
Oh,
Or it's did you find a way for us to exchange those the tomes?
I do. Um. That's going to be through Shadow's contacts as well.
Okay.
are we still technically under the employ of the Flaming Fists after this, or can we
No, you're
longer
not.
flex? Okay. Damn it.
They collect the badges from you before you skitter off.
Darn.
But Zodge
Okay.
does give you a. But Zodge does give Lettelin like a script of passage so that the upper gatehouse people don't fuck with you
Yeah.
guys if you try and move around up there.
Yeah, that's about all he assumes Zod is good for. So he'll nod and place it in his bag.
Get rid of that.
Oh, Zodge will say if and when you do move against Thalamra, let us know when. Like I said, we can't directly help, but we might be able to back you up somehow.
If we think there is something you can help with, then we'll be sure to let you.
Okay, he waves you out the door.
All right.
All right, for the time being, the city is
Right out.
yours.
The city's looking very blue right now.
All right. I know what Ludum will be trying to do is trying to find a way to send a message to Waterdeep. Probably magically.
Funnily enough, as you leave the Flaming Fist HQ, a cheeky little chap in like a newsboy cap, like practically bumps into you and says, "Of course, sir. You look like the type that needs to send a message, don't you?"
All right, that's a bit suspicious, but yes. How did you know?
Ah. Girl came up around me and handed me this and told her to give it to the fancy chap walks out this room. And here you go, and he hands you a note.
Little and mod checks looking around for a fancy chap. And we'll shrug. And then look at the note.
The note gives you a convoluted set of directions, like, turn left, walk 3 blocks this way, turn right, etc., etc.
Turn around, stop.
Okay. He'll look at the rest of the group and say, "Well, do you have any plans, I guess? I have something I guess I need to take care of."
Myra's just gonna shrug.
I have plans, but I can help you with this first.
Well, I don't know if I'll require help. More so, is there somewhere I can meet you?
Well, I'll just
Well,
tag
I would
along.
be heading back to the Blade Stars and see how Mom and Pa are doing. When we go shopping, are we gonna do that? Are we all just gonna go together, or like what are we gonna do about that?
I mean, that's on you.
Guys, what are we gonna do about that? Because
Hmm.
it sounded like we had a lot of plans, but
Technically,
weren't we
we
gonna
didn't
need
sell
to-
the gems in character, so I guess Shadow would probably be able to do that before we shop.
and like weren't we gonna help someone buy something? I don't remember exactly what was happening.
We were going to payday at the parts to repair the armor.
Hmm.
That's what Ro's trying to do.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's pretty much also where she's getting the training to be a battlesmith.
Do you have the gold already? Like, do I need to hand some over or?
Cam, you changed the server, didn't you? Oh my god, you did. Okay, one moment.
Uh, I, th- I think we did like the money and stuff last time. We just need to actually like have our characters go to the places and do it. We also have the books that Shadow can like put through the guild to exchange for for magic items.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because I know I will definitely just go to the Blade Stars and see how things are over there, and then pick up more arrows.
Okay. Okay, that's fine.
Yep, sure.
Mhm.
Right.
What's this place called again?
Yeah. And I guess that's probably a good place for most of us to go to shop then.
Is this like a? You almost made it sound like it's a mall, actually.
Not quite, but like anything, you know, an aspiring adventurer could want to get their mitts on, can get their mitts on them here.
Okay.
Place called. I don't. Whatever.
Yeah. I guess Ro would like walk right in and look for like the smithy portion of the shop.
Well, as you walk in, there's a very slickly dressed female tiefling, like standing behind the counter, like wearing like a coat with tails and everything. And she like greets you all as you walk in.
Hello there.
Welcome to Eastway Expeditions. What adventure can I set you on now?
Where does that? I'll whisper to Little and assassinate the Duke.
That doesn't sound very fun to me. Well,
You
kind
know,
of like.
just- Oh, I guess I'll listen.
Go ahead, since you're
Okay.
actually saying something.
Okay. Oh, you know, just crypt diving, slaying undead.
Oh, you came to the right place then. Anything your death-defying heart could want, you could find here on the shelves of the Eastway Expeditions.
Liable stroke her chin. Where would an archer go?
I mean, yes, there's bows and arrows and stuff. Go ahead, Bait.
No, I just said aisle 3.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I'm imagining like we're just in a store.
That's
And
gonna
it's
be
just
the
like-
other clerk we run into. With stocking shelves.
We're like in a Costco, and there's just
Fantasy Costco, yes.
yeah.
Myra's just
I guess Roy will say, I hear you have a smithy here.
Oh, we do.
Could I borrow it?
Borrow, you'll need to talk to the smith about that. They are quite protective.
I want to talk to your manager.
hey, we already had to do with a Karin.
I guess she'll say, I would very much like to talk to them.
All right, it's going to be towards the back and turn right. There's an exterior door. Like imagine like walking to the lumber yard of a Home Depot. That's kind of like how he's describing it. Shadow, you recognize an associate hanging about. A little halfling chap. Named Jimothy.
Jimothy Cricket.
He like sidles up to you and says, "What's up, cat? What brings you to this neck of the woods?"
We got some stuff to sell.
Oh, so this is business then.
Yeah.
Like what kind of stuff you look at? Like top shelf?
Okay, well, I'm assuming we have to sell the gems still.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. And then
Nice.
we're trading for the books, right?
Yeah, I think that was the plan.
I think
Or
we
we
were
could-
looking for somewhere where we can trade them.
Yeah.
Well, like Shadow flashes in the books, and he's like, and like Jimothy lets out a. Ooh, you got some of that good stuff, don't you? I know who you're gonna need. And he like looks around, checks over his shoulder, and says, "Give me about 20 minutes, and meet have all your friends here meet me around back, alright?"
Why does this sound like a drug deal that's
Sounds
going
good,
on?
sport. And he takes off.
Why does it
All
sound
right,
like this?
in this store, you can find anything in the adventuring gear section. You find, well, I doubt you'd want to buy plate, but anything you can think, anything in the any kind of mundane armor or weapons and adventuring gear, you can see in chapter 8 of your player's handbooks. If you need to ask me about prices or anything, I have it right up here.
Tell me about
There's the
the
table.
great swords.
Oh, nice.
Brilliant.
Oh. Okay. Well,
Can we change the track to like elevator music or something?
Oh God.
No, shop music.
Just one moment, please.
Don't. I'm talking like the kind of music that plays when you're like in a retail store or something.
Like I don't listen to that 8 hours a day. Can we not do that, please? Thank you.
Same. It's burned into my.
Like the
ears.
Undertale shop music.
But Undertale shop music is like,
Good.
yeah, it's good.
I was thinking about a different one.
Uh,
Okay, it doesn't show weapons in here.
Hold on. I have stock like elevator music.
No, I got it.
You got it? Okay.
Stump, tell me about the great sword. Oh. You know, it would help if I unmute myself.
Yes, it would.
I've been...
Imagine muting.
Sorry, I'm also cooking dinner.
That's fine.
Stump, do you mind telling me about the great swords? Since I can't see it in the thing Catholic just posted.
They're no different than the one you have. 2d6 slashing,
Also,
heavy
nothing better.
two-handed.
So nothing
Yeah,
better.
like you're not typically going to be able to pull magic items off of the shelf in a Costco.
Hey, sometimes you can.
Well, I'm gonna spend 2 GP on 40 arrows. So... Oh wait, actually, I still have 20. I'll just get 20 then.
Okay, yeah, you spend 1 gold piece. You're fine on arrows until I tell you otherwise. Sounds good?
Oh, okay. Sounds good to me.
One name flat.
Well, since
Excuse me?
Myra's not gonna see any great swords better than hers, she's just gonna wander around aimlessly like I normally do in a store.
Ro's gonna buy a warhammer.
Oh, yes.
Did anyone answer Mina's question? I didn't.
Mina had a question?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
in,
You could
Dungeon
probably
chat.
just put it in map tools chat.
Oh, good God.
Mina, that's exactly the kind of question I get asked that at my store.
Do you have non-magical items here?
Yeah, they ask for the specific thing with specific specs, and I'm like, labels are over there.
I'll say yes. I mean, why? No, yeah, you can buy a platinum ring here for 50 GP. I'm assuming that's a spell component or something.
Let him kind of look at his chainmail, which got a little bit torn up by the beating he took, and go to look at the armor.
Looks pretty good, doesn't it?
Yeah, what do they have? Everything? Except maybe plate.
They have like 1 plate on display.
He looks at it and finds the price tag and kind of cries inside.
Do you
And then
cry
he goes-
outside too?
No, he goes to look at for other options. Like, for example, it is... Yeah, do they have splint?
Oh, the splintiest.
Splint?
Alright, so Lelon will go up to, I guess,
Like,
a clothes rack that is fortified with steel because this shit's heavy. And start looking through, Splint armor is basically like leather armor with metal
Oh.
plates sewn on it.
Okay.
Like specifically like vertical slats.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought you were saying like medical splint.
No. So he'll like start looking through and try to find something that's in his size.
I mean, everything's gonna need slight tweaking. Like they'll refer you out to the lumber mill. I mean the workshop. Like when you make your purchase to get fitted. But yeah, it's like this stuff is made to be fit, so it's not gonna be hard to find like something that'll work easy for you.
Oh fuck.
Is there a specific like finish that you're looking for, sir?
Oh god, the help. Yes, is it possible to have this fitted?
Of course, sir. Around the back to the workshop.
Alright, and I believe 200 gold pieces according to this price tag here.
Oh, of course, of course. Do we mind that once armor has been modified, it's no longer eligible for returns.
Understandable. Also, do you accept sales? And kind of looks down at his chainmail. It's not in perfect condition, but it might
Talk
be.
to the smiths. They might find it. They might be able to negotiate some use out of it.
All right. Thank you for your assistance. And then he'll take it, and then he will go and look at swords.
There are swords.
Specifically, he is looking for the fanciest looking normal rapier he can find.
Oh man, you find one that's like, you know how like you can polish up brass to make it look like it's gold,
Yeah.
and it's like the artificial flavoring of gold. You know, it looks more gold than gold because it's not. Like you find like one that has this like like this God, that's the word I'm looking for. Exquisitely filigreed hand guard that's all inlaid with like the. Oh, go ahead.
Perfect. He's basically looking for a noble show rapier that also is functional. So that is perfect.
Okay, you take it off of a rack that has like 12 more like just like it right behind it.
Also perfect.
Mass-produced garbage.
Alright, so I'm buying a rapier which I believe is 25 GP. And then that he'll just buy. And then I'll go to the smiths then. But I'll let someone else
Yay.
do their shopping before I do that, I guess. He's just gonna get it resized. And I assume Ro went there already.
Yeah. She pretty much bought a warhammer and
Mhm.
went back there, so you'd be like right behind her.
Cha-ching. Who's next? Shadow, anything you're interested in?
I'm not sure. I'm looking at this 10-foot pole.
Actually, like what? Let me. Shouldn't you have something? Pull up your character sheet. Because I could have sworn like part of like your adventurer's kit like has that.
I don't think it does.
Oh, no, it doesn't. Okay, yeah, there are 10-foot poles are kind of a meme, even in universe, but I mean they are useful, especially for dungeon exploration.
Yeah, then I'll take one.
Okay, they hinge in the middle with a latch, like to keep them like extended once it's out, so it's not like incredibly difficult to carry them around. Not interested in upgrading your leathers, sir?
Yeah, what was it? Studded leather?
It would
Yeah.
give you one more DAC without affecting your movement at all.
Yeah, then I'll get that. How much was it?
It's 45% of the leather. And then the pole itself is not under. Where the heck would that be?
Looks like 5 copper.
Oh, yeah.
Pole, 10 foot.
£7. My God. That ain't light.
What, 7 pounds for a 10-foot pole is pretty light.
Yeah, it must
I
be
guess
made out of like a light kind of wood.
okay. Why? Anything you're looking at?
I should probably also get studded leather, huh?
I mean, it's probably the best you're gonna get with the deck score you got.
Mm-hmm. Do they sell explosive seeds? Is that
Excuse me.
actually? Yes.
Like, where are we seeing that?
There was something I saw last session, and they were under adventuring gear, but I don't think they're in the like player handbook.
I don't think so.
I see. Does anyone else need to shop? Because I'm still kind of looking.
I'm gonna try to sell this chainmail, but that's it.
Anyone else? Mod check.
Myra's pretty much set because wait, did
Let's see.
she asked Roa if she could repair the armor, right?
Yeah, you'd probably want to go with us to the back, where the smithy is then.
Money
Yeah.
after all.
Yeah, so she can fit it, and you can pay for the additional stuff.
Myra's
I-
gonna follow, or followed.
Would the leather be worth selling? Since I don't need it now.
Talk to them in the workshop.
Okay.
Okay, well, definitely getting studded leather.
Also, for some reason, I have 2 crowbars, which is 20 pounds.
Jesus,
Dual wielding akimbo crowbars.
like
I wouldn't be
You-
surprised if there's a trade-in policy.
you are 2 Gordon Freemans.
Holy shit! The
See-
spyglass is 1,000 gold.
Those are hard to make.
Damn.
I mean, you essentially would have to be a watchmaker to make that, like, you know, something of that, like high fidelity craftsmanship.
I see.
So, are we all done in the shoppy shop?
Oh,
No, I'm
actually,
just browsing harder.
I need a pouch, I think.
Okay, you find them right next to the fanny pack.
No, the component pouches.
No, I need a stealing pouch.
Alright. I did find explosive seeds. They're in Eberron.
Okay.
Oh,
so,
okay.
like, that's not a.
Well then, I mean, they're mundane, right? They're not like
They were
And
just
the-
a gray item in the.
They're like little like acorn sized grenades.
okay.
If I'm allowed to get those, then I think I know what I want.
Slingshot.
Do I need a slingshot? I think I can just throw them.
No, you chuck them. I don't see a price for them though. Let me see if I can. All right, let's call it 10 GP for a pouch of 5.
Oh, okay. In that case, I'll take 1 pouch, 5 flasks of oil, and let me see. Where was it? I just missed it.
Suddenly we're
was
baking
All
a
your stock.
suddenly we're baking a cake.
And the healer's kit.
Okay. All this and more is available to you at this way expeditions.
Right. And I need to do the math on like how much that all is, plus the studded leather.
Cool beans. I trust you to do math.
Alright. I think that's all the shopping though.
All right, so to the workshop.
How much GP was that for the pouch again?
I think it's like 5 silver.
5 silver.
Yes.
Yeah.
What?
5 silver for the pouch itself.
Oh no! The
Explosive.
10 GP for a bag of 5.
Okay, I was gonna say.
I'll take all your stock.
99.
You throw them out like marbles. Which, by the way, you can buy a bunch of ball bearings. Alright, well, I think Ro and Myra went back there first.
Yeah.
Okay, Myra and Roa. Use upon Leela, the automatic doors slide open out into the workshop area, and straight ahead you see a gruff-looking bald dwarf, the long red braided beard, hammering away on an ingot on an anvil, paying you no attention whatsoever.
Ro will approach, and she'll lay down her Elturel Magesmith hammer on the anvil in front of him.
What is? Oh. He picks it up without even a word or a second thought. He just picks it up, turns it over his head, and says, "Oh, well, this is fancy." And he looks up at you. And if it were possible for his jaw to drop below his beard, it does. He looks at you, squints, turns the other way, looks at you from the other side, squints.
Who's he looking at?
Roa.
Oh,
Yeah, she just smiles.
What in the blazing hells are you then?
A product of the Magesmiths. I need to use your smithy.
You talk? You understood me? Where from?
Yeah. See, let me look. Yeah. She'll just say Elturel.
Oh, poor the other one who's got bells on. They couldn't. There ain't a proper dwarf within 100 miles of Elturel.
I'm trying to remember the name of the other place.
Let me dive back into. You're back in Unther, actually.
Oh, yeah. When you say that, she'll say, "Oh, I was originally from Unther, but I was trained in Elturel."
Oh, that makes. Those bastards went and did it. Unbelievable. I haven't heard they even got halfway this far. Well, how can I do for you? What can I do for you?
She opens a flap, and the entire suit of armor comes out, and she sits it down and points to Myra, turning this into armor for my companion here.
The dwarf runs up and kicks it a bit and it says, well then, It's in not terrible shape, I guess. I think we can make do.
Yeah, she'll like grab her hammer and pretty much like go to start working on it.
Oh, okay. Listen, this job, this is a once in a lifetime thing. Let me, yeah, you can use the workshop. That's fine. That's fine. Let me, scrap materials are over there. It's, and I hope you don't mind me asking questions of yourself while you're working. Hopefully not too distracting.
Uh, That's only fair. A fair exchange.
Okay, he, reaches out his hand and says, Cinderbeard Iron Throne, nice to meet you.
She'll reach out to his hand and say, call me Roa.
Okay, he's gonna offer you use of, the metalworking shop free of charge because he's just blown away by, the walking, talking, living, magically infused automaton. And he's gonna like just bug you with questions the entire time about where you're from, about like your construction, like who your makers were, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Like he's
Yeah.
just fanboying out pretty freaking hard.
Yeah, she figured this would happen, and she's just going along with it, answering all of his questions.
Cool beans. Okay, so what did we talk about before as like how much the materials would cost?
It was
Like
10%.
150, yeah, 150 worth. Yeah. So he's still gonna charge you for parts, but since you're handling the labor yourself, I mean, it's
Yeah,
no skin off of his back.
I think I already subtracted for my costs.
Cool beans.
Yeah, I did.
If you're below 400, then probably.
Yeah, I am.
All right. It's gonna take longer than 20 minutes, so you're gonna get interrupted when Jimothy like comes back into the building and tries to get Shadow's attention.
Yeah.
So if there's anything like else, like, do you want who else has entered the workshop?
Lettelin and I guess Lylewood. Because Lettelin is trying to, one, get his armor fitted. The splint mail. And then he's going to try to sell his chainmail.
Okay, Cinderbeard's got an apprentice that he's gonna throw at Lettelin and tell him to get that work done. But then that won't take long at all.
Do they have some kind of exchange policy? Because I'm sure if they sell armor, they also might buy secondhand.
They'll buy it for 30% of the original retail.
Okay, chainmail
So-
is 75. Can I do this?
So they'll buy it back for 25.
Okay, I was gonna actually do this. I'm gonna try. I need to test if this works anyway. No. Okay. I can't do actual calculation. Wait, what if I do this? Oh! No, that does work. That's 30%.
Okay, like I said, they'll buy it back for 25.
Okay.
Good enough for scraps. Wow. And he like holds it up to the light and sees the giant gash like right where your chest should be. It's like, wow. You've seen some shit, haven't you?
Yes, hence why I wanted an upgrade.
Fair dues, boyo.
The like tabard he has over it though, he's already like taken off. He's putting that over the splint.
Of course, gotta rep the crew, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what did Laya need the workshop for? Laya is AFK.
I believe it was selling leather.
No, I
Hello?
was gonna sell leather.
Oh, I think you both were.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, yeah, they'll buy I mean, it's gonna be 3 gold a piece for you.
Yeah.
So yeah, they'll buy it. Good enough for scraps, right?
Can Myra buy a new cloak?
Of course. Yeah. You find a nice red one. You look like proper Little Red Riding Hood now.
Again. How much would I take off for? Or
Let me see. I'll call it 5 silver, and we're good.
okay, 5 silverinos tossed your way. I tossed a coin to the Witcher.
Littlin is gonna keep his longsword though, and kind of like strap it to his back with the javelin.
Yep.
Yeah, if Little looks around, you could just see Ro using the guys, using the smiths shop, there's nothing wrong with it.
He's complimenting your hammer technique on the anvil. Clearly learned from the best.
Yeah, I don't think you need. Does not have first.
So is that all?
Jimothy pokes his head out the door. It says, hey, if you guys are interested, I got a guy out back. Capiche?
Yeah, Ro will put her stuff down and tell Cinderbeard she'll be right back.
Steel toilet, I hate you.
You said iron throat, and that's what I thought.
What did I miss?
That's right.
Their exchange policy. Well, okay. We had a Smith fangasming
Oh,
for good reason,
pounding the metal, I see.
and then their exchange policy is armor sells back for like 30% of its value.
Oh, okay. And I'm glad to get anything back.
Alright, so Jimothy, very annoyingly, beckons to you to follow him, outside the building and around the back. Doing a perfectly good job of, not being unsuspicious at all. Okay, and around the back of the building, you see a man garbed in black, like throwing out a carpet on the ground, with a large sack tied to his back. With if you think of the mask salesman
Masked
from
Salesman.
yeah. He looks at you as a. So my boy Jimmy says you're in the market, so to say.
I guess Shadow would probably have the books on him, so
Yeah, I guess.
Ro will look at him.
What treasures do you have for me today?
I'll present the books.
Ooh. And I'll assume you arrived by these by perfectly calm and peaceful means, yes?
Of course.
Of course, yes. And he looks at Jimmy with a sneer. Of course. So he goes through, he looks through the first 3 that you got. It's oh, these are, nice enough. Clearly they took care of them for the most part. He sniffs one of them, is ooh, Okay, high quality ink. Yes, very nice, very nice. These will be useful. And then he gets to the fourth one that was held by the Master of Souls,
Where it's
and he like just
fireball.
holds it in his hand. It's like, oh, this is. You opened it, didn't you?
I didn't.
Well,
Oh, of course you didn't. Of course, of course. And he like, opens it, thumbs through it. It's like, ooh, now this is something. This is a horse of a different color entirely. Very nicely done, friends. All right, here's what I can do. And with a flourish, he like whips the pack off his back and like it looks like he's dumping it like completely like haphazardly on the rug, but what falls out like arranges itself in a like nice neat little rows. He points down to the smaller row. Says, for the black book, I can let one of these items off of my hands. And then he points to the much larger row and says, and one each for each of the not quite as good books. One each of the items down here as well. So, in the much larger row, I'll say these out slow enough so that you can type in like to look up the descriptions and stuff. But in the larger row that you're trading one each for one of the minor spell books is you see a robe of useful items, a container of dust of sneezing and choking, an elemental gem, a bundle of 5 + 1 arrows, a helm of comprehending languages, an alchemy jug, a set of 2 sending stones, a saddle of the cavalier, a potion of hill giant strength, and a cloak of the manta ray.
And this was for the black one, like the good
No,
book?
no, this is he is
For the-
yeah. For the 3 minor spell books, he's going to offer you 1 item each from this list. And let me actually pull this up because I will need to. Oh, okay, yeah.
Also, since this is a back alley trader, I feel the need to ask that he's not going to make us give him 2 books to get both sending stones, right?
No.
Okay.
That's pretty cheap for sending stones.
yeah. We should probably get those.
If I was going to be more level than Paladin, that saddle might be worth it, but because otherwise it's like, how the fuck I'm getting a mount?
Okay, and then the good stuff is in the smaller row is a ring of mind shielding, a set of the eyes of the eagle. Now I have to have a link for this one. A guardian longbow, a gem of brightness, and a deck of illusions. Take your time.
I may be remembering the item wrong, but do we know like what element the elemental gem is?
I believe the. Actually, let me. I forgot all about that. My bad.
Oh, with the I think the guardian longbow is also just an alarm bow.
It is not.
Plus
There-
plus 2
no-
initiative.
It's
Oh, I thought
slightly
that
different
was-
from the warning weapons.
Okay.
Those are
Warning
advantage,
ones give advantage. This one gives the plus
and
2
you're
bonus,
also
and
paying
it's-
Oh, I
surprise.
see. Okay.
Or derp.
It's also plus
Um,
1 though, and I don't know if warning
That's
weapons
really
give that.
good. No, they don't.
Okay, it is a red elemental gem, a red corundum, otherwise known as a ruby.
I can look up all these from the
Except for the bow.
manage
Yeah.
equipment list, right? Okay.
Actually, you
Uh,
can't even look up the bow that way, right?
So look behind the curtain, like if you were around like the other day when I was doing a bunch of rolls in the chat here, and kept getting the same number over and over and over again. Guess what item that number pointed to?
Was that the bow?
A weapon of warning.
Oh.
Oh.
And I couldn't do that. So
Yeah.
we compromised.
Are warning weapons just that good?
That and I don't want to bite. I mean, we've already gotten it in another campaign, so why would I want to do that? You know,
Ah.
here.
Also, a +1 is a pretty like weapons of warning are not necessarily good for fighting. They're just useful.
Yeah, like or Billis is level 12 and is still using a dagger of warning.
I see.
as one of the attunement slots.
Yeah.
What items are people interested in?
I mean, I'm not
None
familiar
of
with
them?
a couple of the items in the top one, but of the ones I know, the best option from that to me just sounds like getting the Guardian Longbow for Laya to use.
Which ones don't you know about?
I'd have to, well, I know what the Gem of Brightness is, I just have to double check the exact description, and then I would have to look up the Deck of Illusions as well.
Basically, you summon illusions, and what you summon depends on what the cards in the deck are.
That's kind of what I figured, kind of just like an illusion-based lesser deck of many things type thing.
Yes, very lesser deck of
But
many
yeah.
things.
As for the smaller things, like the things that the first thing that stands out to me that seems like it would be one of the better things to get from it would be the Sending Stones. Beyond that, none of them are anything that like Eddie specifically would want to use for himself. So
Give me a second. I will be right back.
Well, I don't know. Would be interested in the Sending Stones if he could, the other person that he wants to contact already had it, so he doesn't really care. I don't really need any of that. I also think the bow is probably the best thing for the top.
Yeah.
Like the ring is good. The Eyes of
Yeah,
the
it's
Eagle
just-
aren't better than the longbow because it would probably still just go to Laya. And the deck is fun, but debatably useful.
Monka S.
see, the thing with the ring
So
though
much
too,
stuff.
it's it would be useful, but we'd kind of just be running into the same situation like in your campaign where it's like, okay, they can't spy on whoever's wearing it, but they can spy on the rest of us.
Yeah.
The Gem of Brightness could be useful, but we have light sources anyway, so and the bow is a lot better.
+1 bow with extra initiative is woo.
Yeah.
I don't really need anything, so I can do with my slot, I guess.
Jesus. What do +1 arrows and
Oh.
bolts give, anyways?
It's
They
the
just
same
give-
thing as the weapons +1. It's just obviously you're limited by how many you have.
Ah,
So one and more
Yeah.
attack and one more damage.
I see.
Humble
Okay.
understand languages. Yeah, I'm not taking that because he's literally. That's one of the bard spells I'm going to take, or sort of have taken.
Mhm.
I just don't know it in character yet. But Ludlin also knows like all the common languages to start, so
Helm of Comprehend Languages sounds useful.
I mean I'm taking it as a ritual, but it might be useful.
Well, the cloak is pretty situational because that's pretty
It's
much only
literally
useful like when
in
you're gonna be underwater.
Hmm. Does the helm have
So-
limited uses, or
It probably has like a once a day thing if I'm remembering right, or something along that.
check. I actually don't think it does.
I don't know? I'm looking at the description, but it's very
Uh,
brief.
How
You-
how big of
it says
what
you
is
can cast it
the-
out- you
how
can cast it out
strong
well.
is Hill Giant? I'm not familiar with like what the different
Hill Giant
levels are.
is probably 21 strength.
Like
21 strength for an hour.
okay, I like that. I mean that could be useful to throw on like if we get into a important fight, throw on like Myra or
Myra.
something. But
Just throw it on Myra. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
The helm lets you just do it at will.
Yes. It's basically like it's always on, more or less.
okay.
And it doesn't even require attunement.
I mean, yeah, that sounds really useful. What if we're like in a dark crypt and we need to make
If we
out
need
more
it
scrolls on the wall?
Instantly, and I don't want to use spell slots, that's good.
It's spoken language, not written.
Oh, really? It has to be spoken? Dang.
Let me make sure.
That's a little
Um,
different.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, it says
Spoken language. You also understand written language, but you have to be touching it.
yeah,
Oh, well,
and
that's
it's a
not
little
that
bit
hard.
slow. 1 minute per page of text.
And it can't decode secret messages or meaning. It's just literal.
Well, that's what we have our brains for, right?
I am taking that spell as a ritual. It just does take a spell slot to use that. Actually, would it?
Alchemy drugs
No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't.
are also useful. If you have ritual casting, then you can use it as spell slot.
I just...
It's a bard ritual spell.
Right.
So I'll just have it. It'll just take me 10 minutes to cast it.
Hey guys, alchemy jug. I just bought 5 flasks of oil. Link.
Yeah. Alchemy drugs are interesting.
I kind of don't want to get anything that's like consumable, to be honest.
Oh.
If that makes sense.
Alchemy drugs can be reused.
What does an alchemy jug let you do?
It lets you create different kinds of liquids.
Ooh.
yeah, essentially it's just you can create X amount of substance, where the amount depends on what you're creating.
You can literally create substances like beer and wine.
Oh, fuck,
And mayonnaise.
poison?
And
Oh, shit.
mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise is mayonnaise a liquid?
Why did I buy those oil? Well, actually, no, they're like silver. It's whatever.
You can also only pick one liquid a day.
Ah.
Yeah.
I can have poison arrows on infinite supply.
8 gallons of fresh water a day.
That might be good. How does Ganacity water creation work?
I believe whenever I get access to 3rd level spells, I think I just have like 1 casting of Create Water a day.
So 5th level.
Can I replace my quiver with the alchemy jug? And every day we just change the flavor of the arrows.
Yeah, let's see. Create
Actually,
water. 10 gallons of clean water.
I believe you can do that starting right now, Mina.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, yeah.
it's when
a
you reach
second
third level.
but,
Oh, so you
I
just
was thinking that's a third level. So yeah, I just get 1 create or destroy water per long rest,
Yeah,
which is up
and
to
it-
10 gallons of clean water.
oh, okay,
It-
so that's water
it-
sorted.
it's actually
Okay,
20 because
so-
you cast it as a second level spell.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, would be 20.
You are literally stay hydrated, but
So,
Yeah, we're probably gonna go with the bow.
an excellent choice, sir.
I'll leave it up to you guys. I feel like I'm getting spoiled suddenly.
range.
Hey, man. Like Roa just got fangirled out by a dwarf. Myra just got fangirled out by like weird dragon dudes.
And
Everyone
it's
gets a
getting
turn.
plate mail.
I just gotta. If we get the bow, I just suddenly have all these damage modifiers on me suddenly.
In
Meanwhile, my
League,
fangirls
you feed
upstairs at
your
the
carry,
Elven
right?
Song Tavern.
You feed your carry in League so they get sick items, right?
That's
How it
true.
works.
I just need to be able to hit.
bow- Is anybody opposed to one of the 3 other items just being the sending stones? Seems.
I think the sending stones
like
are
a
good.
no-brainer.
Yeah.
That's probably a good idea.
Just matter of who wants what for the other 2, I guess.
Do sending stones have like a limit or like a distance, a max distance?
I believe
Same
it's the same plane.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It has
Sure.
a it has a like message.
Yeah, because it's based on you just
Capacity.
cast the spell, but it targets the other stone, so it has the
Okay.
same like range as the spell itself.
Okay, the
Yeah,
service
it's not
limit.
like it's not full blown like walkie-talkie. Like you get to say a message and then the recipient gets to respond.
Okay, it's more
And
like
use it once per day.
it's more like a planar can with with a string. 2
It's
cans.
Yeah.
more like a planar pager that only is linked to one other pager.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that still sounds really good.
It is. That's probably the most useful thing there. Because
There's a s-
mostly because if we split up, we can communicate if something goes wrong.
There's a surcharge for extra dimensional communication.
What rarity are the items on the lower list? I'm just gonna. use
Everything's
that.
uncommon.
Okay. Makes it easy for me to just double check some of this info with my cards.
The dust is actually not terrible. If something is vulnerable to it, it can definitely get you out of a bind. The robe of useful items. is
How
fine.
much of the dust is there?
Enough of it for 1 use.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's what the description says. Maybe.
That is correct.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I
I'm
just
not
missed
giving
that.
you an entire pepper shaker
Aw.
because that will be how you solve all your problems from here on out.
Well, we are only getting the sending stone so far, so we can get to. Right?
Like basically, if something fails to save, it's
Mhm.
fucked.
Unable to breathe.
Well, keep in mind, 30-foot radius.
Yeah.
So the list of people who are fucked may include you.
That's why you attach to a rope. No, you have to.
That's why you give it to Ra.
Ooh.
I'm imagining like Roa just walking into an RV,
The plague
Pocket
bearer.
sand.
mass pocket sand.
See,
Ritual
Cloak of the Manta Ray
casting.
is cool, but I don't know if we'll need it.
Ritual casting
We
grand
do
pocket
have-
sand.
We also have a water ganassi if one
Yeah.
person needs to do water stuff.
You,
Eddie creates water, then you swim through it. Like, come on, it's not hard.
Does Eddie get like advantages to swimming underwater, or
I think I just have a straight swim speed, so yeah, I can. see.
okay. Do you still need air?
Let me check my trades. I can't remember. if
Okay,
I
the robe of
actually get-
useful items sounds like a very shadow item, actually.
He
It
already
does
bought
have a
his
limited amount of
pole, though.
uses.
Yeah, but I can triple wield.
With your tail.
You can quadra reel, dude. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, no, I'm completely amphibious. I have a swim speed and I can breathe underwater. So,
Oh wow, cool.
I mean, the alchemy jug doesn't seem like a bad option for one or the other two, out of what we've got left.
I want to see Bait initiate 4-weapon fighting.
How many hands does he have again?
It's
He's got a
called
tail.
juggling.
He's got a tail and a mouth. Okay.
Okay, cattails are not prehensile. You're not a monkey man.
My father was a spider monkey.
And your mother smelled of elderberries. Okay, I got it.
One of the possible like extra containers the Robe of Useful Items has is just 2 dogs.
There.
Pocket dogs. Oh god, it's like the old lady from The Simpsons just throwing cats out of her robe.
Oh my
A
God.
rowboat. A window.
Is there a way for us to shield ourselves from the dust of sneezing and choking? Like, do any of us have like tools or anything? Can I put a sack over my head and just?
Well, it says it blinds and essentially smothers you, right? So if
Yeah.
you don't have to breathe or see, then maybe? Question mark.
I was thinking more like block the explosion. Like, can Eddie like water wall or something? I might be thinking too freeform here.
I mean, that's the
Yeah,
whole
that's
point
just
of.
anything at that.
You could probably use Gus to wall it off.
Yes, that
I
would
don't
work.
know if anybody knows Gus though.
Mm-mm. I feel like the only person would be like Eddie, like using shape water to like make a wall of water or something.
But you would need the water first.
Yeah. Wait, isn't that what we have the jug for?
See, that's an item that would be like top tier on first desk. Just hold my breath.
Okay, so definitely sending stones. The robe is probably good. Like the odds that there's something useful in there.
Yeah, the helm could be pretty good too, if you don't want to take the time to ritually cast it. Whenever Buttolin gets it.
I just think
I would
spell
say
slots
I
aren't
could
really
prepare
important.
different. Well, it doesn't use a spell slot if I cast it as a ritual. It
How,
just
uh,
takes
Oh
10
really?
minutes.
Oh okay. I
How
didn't know
does
that.
removing the patchwork, like the patch becomes something?
Yeah, essentially, like you rip it off the coat and like throw it to the ground, or like throw it like against a wall for like the window or whatever.
So
Like- So like when it lands on whatever surface you're putting it on, it becomes the thing that it's supposed to be.
I could throw a boat at someone.
If that is what is rolled when we roll for the items on the robe of useful things.
The power play is that we get the robe, we roll for the riding horse, and then we get the cavalier saddle.
You don't need the cap.
No, the obvious play is to just use the dust right now. And
Oh shit.
And take everything!
Maybe if the items were like more more powerful.
We're level 3. These are some pretty good options. I think the robe is probably the second best thing. And the alchemy jug is my other vote.
Yeah, I wouldn't be opposed to those two.
And the robe has also got enough meme potential, I think.
If I had to vote on it, are we definitely getting the sending stones?
I think, yeah.
Yeah, we probably should.
Yeah. Those seem like easily the best thing out of the second list there.
Would the alchemy jug allow me to create poison and oil-tipped arrows?
I mean, it can create a half ounce of basic poison every day. Can also create 8 ounces of acid if we ever have need of that.
Ooh, that's pretty good, actually.
What does acid do?
It dissolves things.
Usually
Depending on how strong
people.
it is, possibly
Just
metal.
anything? Oh,
Oh,
okay.
I was gonna say, like, metal to break into stuff.
Let's see. One vial of basic poison can do 1 weapon or 3 pieces of ammunition.
How strong is the poison?
A D4 on a DC 10 con save.
And what happens if they fail to save? Do they just take...
They take the D4 poison.
And do they just take that, like, every turn after, or, like...
It's just damage. Once.
Oh, okay. So there's no, like, damage over time?
No, the basic poison like doesn't even apply the effect of poison, which is like its own thing.
Okay.
Yeah, like, the effect of poison I think is disadvantage on a lot of things.
Pretty much everything, yeah.
Yeah.
Shit hurts,
Yeah.
yo.
Okay.
Acid would also be useful if we like have to get through something that's locked and we don't have a key. Try and burn it, or just acid dissolve it away through it or something.
That sounds cool.
And of course, oil, vinegar, mayonnaise. We get this and combine it with your loaf of bread. Before long, you'll be a self-sufficient Subway sop.
This loaf of bread is hella stale by now.
I mean, it's been down in the muck. It's probably absorbed all those odors and stuff. It's probably not. No,
It's a
very
torture
bad.
device.
It's,
Just like Subway bread.
Hey, that's the best part!
it's
That
absorbed the,
smell is great.
it's absorbed that rotten egg gas, so now it's just an explosive piece of bread. Waiting to be ignited.
You can also make 1 gallon of honey.
Does that... Can we, like, throw that on the floor and make people slip, or...
What, honey?
C'est
don't know.
possible. I don't know. It's more sticky than slippery.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
1 gallon of honey. Wow.
Yeah, good luck
That's
getting
not-
it out of the jug.
That would be great with some fucking meals, though.
You know, we can take it out of the jug and store it, right?
It looks like it, yeah. Yeah, you pretty much just...
Yeah, it's
You-
an action to create it, and then it's another action to pour it out up to 10 gallons per minute.
So, like, we aren't limited to just one liquid that we could use a day. We could, like, stockpile acid or stock poison.
Yeah,
Stock beer.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Adventure over. Start a bar.
You can also use it for torture, since you guys seem to like that.
I'm sure that the beer from an alchemy jug is like PBR quality shit. Otherwise, bars would go out of business.
Yeah, you can tell it wasn't made with love.
Yes. But if you want to get drunk,
What about the wine? Probably same thing.
$2 chuck at best.
yep.
It's a literal definition of wine.
Well,
Okay.
I
All right,
think,
what's it gonna be?
I think those are all good choices. So
Sending alchemy robe.
I guess it depends on how many additional pockets the robe has. And what it has in them, unless you want to like roll those when we actually buy it.
Yuck, I'm not rolling.
I don't think he can roll that until we buy it. That's kind of cheatsy.
Nope.
Yeah, especially since it could just have money in it.
It's at least 4
Yeah.
extra things.
It's literally just, do we want the loot box or the guaranteed?
It could be
Also,
anything.
does-
It could even be a boat. Actually, it
Look,
actually
it-
could be a boat.
It does have guaranteed an extra dagger. It's got extra 10-foot poles that you don't have to collapse.
Yeah, you can't put them back though.
No.
We're gonna get the boat. It's gonna come out of the robe. It's gonna break, and no one has fixed boat.
Actually, it's 2 daggers and 2 of
Tools,
everything
yeah.
there. It's like,
Oh.
so yeah, I mean, we get something out of it, even if the pockets end up just being throwaways.
I mean, it could just be money. It's not bad.
I'm okay with those choices.
Oh shit! What if we roll the 500 GP and we just buy more plate mail?
It's a lot more than 500. You have
Fuck.
to roll 3 times.
Okay.
Yeah, so we just gotta roll the silver coffer.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I'm
Amanda,
down
if
for it.
you've been
Sounds like
talking,
fun.
you're muted, but everyone else seems down with it.
Yeah, like everybody, are we agreeing to everything that you're getting here?
Yep, I'm
What
fine.
was the third way? I think we settled on. Besides the sending stone
Sending
and the
robe and alchemy
And then the bow, yeah.
and the bow.
Yep.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I'm okay with that.
So
Let's open our loot box.
Right. The shady trader spits in his hand and offers it to one of you.
I cast Hellish Rebuke as a reaction.
Myra is gonna nudge Lettelin.
Yeah, he points his hand right at Lettelin because he was right up front.
Oh, Caroline.
Put it there. 'cause-
Lettelin left.
I cast Destroy Water on the
Wait,
spit.
Carlock actually left.
He couldn't take it. His delicate sensibilities were offended. He could not, would not, with a man. He could not, would not spit in his hand.
He's restarting
Uh,
Discord.
Okay, well, while we wait for that, I'll just ask now. So, I'm guessing that one ring, or the ring I got, isn't going to fit everybody ideally. Is there like an actual jeweler in here that can do more like individually tailored requests somewhere in town I would know about?
I mean, you also have a smith in the party.
Yeah, Ro could do that.
Okay, then alternatively, would I have how much like enough platinum to make rings would I be able to acquire? I don't know how like just a raw platinum is available in town to acquire.
That is an interesting question.
Because I mean, I could afford to get enough rings for an individual one for each person, but I have a feeling that's going to be difficult to acquire that much platinum.
What is this for?
It's for a spell. Essentially, it only actually requires 2 rings, but they have to be mundane platinum worth at least 50 GP each.
Warding Bond.
Ideally, they'd have to be enough, they'd have to fit the person that's going to be wearing them for the spell.
What spell is this?
Warding bond. I wonder if
I
we could just
guess
like get
I
platinum
would-
coins.
Yeah, I would rule that it would take. You probably have to melt down 3 coins to make a ring, because it's not like the rings are like 100% pure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So the like. So yeah, it would take. Let's knock that. Yeah, let's say 60 gold to buy the platinum for the 2 rings if you wanted to make them.
And would there be enough to do? Let's see. Who all
Well,
would I potentially want to be
If
targeted?
we were just using platinum coins, then I'm sure there would be enough in the city. We could just,
Yeah.
exchange gold for gold
I'm
for
gonna go
platinum.
ahead and I'll get enough to make a total of, just for convenience's sake, not having to shuffle these around if I want to change to what I'm targeting from day to day. I'll get enough to make 4 total rings.
Let's open our loot box and see if we get any extra gold. And then
Is Care back? Because I need to tell him that he shook
Yes,
his hand.
I'm alive. Hi.
All right. Well, while you were out, he shook your hand. Haha. All right.
I would not shake his hand, but alright.
He forced
Sorry,
it
when you-
upon you.
When you're disconnected, all player agency is gone. All right. So you guys are lucky ducks. It's D100s, yes?
Yeah.
Son of a biscuit. Okay, here.
Well, it's 44 items. And that's...
And I rolled that, and you got a 12.
Okay.
Nice.
Pog.
That's pretty fucking good.
Oh, well, that's probably less than ideal. Okay, figure it out from there.
Wait, what?
Literally impossible.
Oh, come on. All right, we'll just do it this way. $28. 10 gems worth 100 GP each.
Woo!
Wow.
That's 1,000 gold!
Yeah.
Oh,
It-
shit.
That's a
Yeah.
pit.
10 feet on a side.
So you have a portable hole. So that's 2. This is 3.
Pitfall trap.
4
Wow.
potions of healing. Are you fucking kidding me? Why? Why?
Not a rowboat. Pepe hands.
Okay, so that is 4. That's another 4 potions of healing. 12. That's the silver coffer.
You could also use it as a chest, but it's. You got
4 more potions of healing.
Oh
1, 2,
my
3, 4.
god. Start chugging,
I'm
boys.
the cleric now.
More gems.
This was a great
This
idea.
is 8. Just a straight up bag of money. 100 GP
Nodders.
there.
Nodders.
Also rolling a 1 on a D100.
4 more potions of healing.
So we're at 12, I think.
And
16.
this is going to be number 10.
16.
Did we really get that many rolls?
Yes.
No, no, we got 12.
We got 12 rolls.
Oh, wow.
More gems. What the hell?
Someone keeping track.
Uh,
Finally, a different number.
Yeah.
Okay, so a
Spell
spell scroll. And I'll have to roll that crap. That was 11?
I believe so.
We count.
Yes.
Yep. there's
And
one more.
12. A
No.
riding horse with saddlebags.
Nice.
Oh my-
dude.
Holy fuck!
Jesus.
Yeah.
All right,
you
we
just,
got
you
the
literally pull a
SSR
horse out of your
full, dude.
pocket.
Now let me
So-
see
Wow.
here.
We got Venti, King, and Dillik in one.
Yeah, within like 2 rolls, that was already 10 times better than everything I got out of the 200 coffers from doing the solo things.
Alright, well,
Holy shit!
who's gonna
so
tally
about
that
the-
all up?
How much gold was that?
Too much.
Too much.
100 from the bag, plus we got the 1,000 gold worth of gems 3 times.
So
And then the copper one time for 5.
Yeah.
Yes,
So 3,600.
we have to sell that, but yes.
So you are destabilizing the economy
Wait,
of Baldur's Gate
dude.
as we speak.
Well, I
We
get
don't
the,
have to take them out now. That's the thing.
Yeah, yeah. But do I get the if I sell those through my contacts, do I also get the bonus?
You better be careful, because they're going to things are going to get mighty suspicious, if you know what I mean.
yeah, this is the
This is
part
a
where
lot
we
of
like walk around trying to sell everything and then get cornered on a dark alley because we've been flashing gold all over town.
Yeah.
Yeah. At least you can just take the money out when you need it.
Can't I just go
Yep.
go with Shadow with my Guardian longbow and just be like, this is
But see,
dangerous.
That's
when
not how
we
it
get
works.
cornered in an alley, we're
okay.
fine because we just drop the portable hole and have an escape.
Wait, is that how that works?
I
No,
don't think
no,
so.
it-
I don't
I thought
know
it's just
how
like a
that works.
pitfall trap.
It's just a 10-foot
Yeah.
pit.
Monster Hunter style.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my
Okay,
God,
and
it is 100 pitfall trap.
how am I going to figure out that spell? Well, here, let me do this.
I usually just like roll a D. I forget how many different like class
So it's a
lists
3rd
there
level
are.
spell.
Yeah, and then just
And then I
roll to
I
sort
roll
it
by
down.
school usually.
Will we be able to? Oh, it's a scroll. Never mind.
Yes.
So we'll just have like a use of it.
well,
And before we get haste,
it has
or
to be something that's
revivify-
on at least one of our spell lists for us to be able to make use of it. So
Like our current level spell
Well,
lists, or just
I think it just has to be something that our class can learn,
Can
if I'm
cast.
remembering right.
okay.
Yeah,
So we're not like stuck
before
waiting till
revivify.
5 to.
which I think should be
I-
most spells given our makeup, but I'm not sure. There might be a few like wizard or sorcerer spells we don't have access to. among
I-
us.
I added the jug to my character, to my inventory just so we'd have it.
So I'm I guess I'm the new chemist job for FF14.
If
Yeah, you got 16 healing potions on that thing. They're normal potions of healing, but 16 is pretty fucking good.
if we can't use the scroll, can we trade it to the trader? To the guild trader again?
Well, let's see what it is.
I don't think it would
Okay.
be you enough to like get something great here.
It's 3rd level.
Hold the pen.
Are you kidding me? So I rolled a
Trade him a
D100 and got
fireball.
1.
And get a fireball scroll out of it.
Can any of us even use that? Or could use
Roa
that?
should be able to.
You have
I think-
acquired a scroll of water. Well, it actually, yeah. You can tell from the patch on it that it's a scroll of water walk.
That's a 3rd level spell.
Yes.
Yep.
What the fuck? Please tell me this is multiple targets.
Up to 10
Pretty sure, yeah.
Okay.
Water walking is.
for an hour.
Move
Now I
across
don't have to
any
go in the water.
any liquid surface, such
Yeah,
as
that
water,
includes
acid,
lava.
mud, snow, quicksand, lava.
Yeah, no, that's
Though
not.
lava, we still take heat damage from it, potentially.
I was just like, please tell me it's more than one person.
How long
if
does
it's
it
gonna be
last?
3rd level.
But like
An
if
An
not,
hour.
up to an hour,
Ah,
or yeah, an
mm.
hour. But the other thing
On
you
the
can do
cler-
with it
it
is
is-
if like
It
somebody's
is on
trapped
the
underwater.
cleric ringer.
Okay, please stop talking over each other. Thank you.
Go, Mina.
Go,
If,
Mina.
like somebody's trapped underwater with it,
Mhm.
like potentially going to drown, and you cast it on them, it just immediately starts pulling them up to the surface at 60 feet per round. So like if someone goes unconscious underwater, it can be a saving spell essentially.
I did not mean to talk over. It's Discord doing dumb shit where nobody's talking and then they talk at like 2x speed.
Hmm.
Also, we have 3 people that can cast it. So
Nice. All right,
I'm
and then
back.
the shady merchant, starts packing up his things and says, "And then, since you've been such nice customers, let me offer you a little bonus." And then he pulls out of his pouch an orange, and he drops it into Shadow's hand.
How
nice.
ripe is that orange?
Very ripe.
Does the orange have a zipper?
Oh,
No, it's actually kind of nice. It's like like the homunculus thing you can get.
As a 10th level rogue?
double proficiency?
If it's
Wait,
attuned to a rogue.
is 10th level where rogues get the thing where they can't roll below an 11?
Yeah, the
I think you mean 10, but
Yeah, it's 10.
reliable talent.
Oh.
I think- I don't think that's what it. I think it's more that that's his proficiency.
yeah.
All right, so the merchant packs all his stuff up, rolls up his drug, and I bid you adieu.
That's really nutty, by the way. Mobile thieves tools.
Yeah, it's pretty
when
cool.
You, when you dropped the orange in Shadow's hand and then linked the clockwork orange, I thought it was just gonna explode in smoke and the shopkeeper was gonna disappear.
No, it hits Shadow's hands and 8 little legs pop out of it. And it looks up at him and it says, "What is my purpose?"
Stealing things.
Oh my god.
Well then, that was an experience.
And the music stopped.
I feel like playing Genshin now.
Oh my god. What the fuck?
So I guess it's okay for me to slot the guardian bow.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Well, you have to roll for it.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
kidding.
Okay.
Roa took the alchemist gug. Shadow's got the cloak, I'm pretty sure. Who is gonna have the setting stones?
I mean, I figure we should just hold on to those till we need to split up for something and then divide them up as needed. So
Well, it might be smart to divide them in advance, and we can redistribute them if we have to.
I think Eddie or Roa should hold on to it because they're in the back line, and
yeah, I can hold on to one of them.
then
now.
maybe Myra or Shadow has the other because our party will naturally be spread out
Ro-
that way.
Ro's actually going to be frontline from now on,
Oh,
along with her Iron
okay.
Defender, or Steel Defender.
Oh, you have a summon?
Tanky boy.
She has a Warhammer and a shield now, along with a little like metal golem, basically.
Oh,
Yeah,
what are its stats and stuff?
15 AC, currently 20 health. Now, let's see. It has a couple attacks.
Can you what happens if you guys get separated?
Let's check.
And if it gets destroyed and we have to abandon it, will you be able to get another?
Yeah, I can make one a day for free, and I can make a new one for a spell slot and I think an hour.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe it's a long rest.
Just makes it from scraps in a cave.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Alright. So you head back into the Hobby Lobby. I mean I forgot the Eastern Expeditions. That was it? Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You finish up getting the plate armor refitted.
Can I stop by the counter again?
Okay.
99 explosive seeds, please.
Oh my god. They only have 3 pouches in stock and you bought one of them.
Okay, I'm mostly just kidding.
Okay.
We need to decide.
And then
We should
I'll
decide.
I'll give the platinum to Roa to make the 4 rings. One of them fitted to Eddie's finger, and then the other 3 just fitted so that there's at least one of them that would fit any other member of the party.
Yeah.
I mean, between 10 fingers, someone's gonna fit into one of them. So yeah, that'll work.
And then for now, once that's done, I'll just hand out one of them to Laya, one of them to Myra, and one of them to Shadow for now.
This is just a thought, but can Roa expand his finger to fit the ring?
Unlikely.
Okay.
Is Roa a gun?
Yes.
I load my explosive seeds into Roa's arm.
Finger guns, like Gino in Super Mario RPG.
I do have a sling that's kind of built into me somewhere. So it could be firing little explosions.
You should install a rocket launcher in your kneecap, like in Astro Boy, I think.
Okay, unless any of you can. So does Myra have a set of plate mail now?
I will go and add that onto her sheet now.
Neato bandito. Everything else is cool beans. People who bought their leathers are wearing their leathers. Lillian bought his splint.
Yep.
All right. Anything else you guys want to do here at Eastward Expeditions?
Ro pretty much finishes her day at the smithy by making a little, making her steel defender.
Cool beans. So that's where you're going to be for the rest of the day. Okay, so that's sorted. All right, dudes, and I guess Myra and Laya. What else you got?
Who's carrying the alchemy jug?
Ro has it.
Oh, okay. Should we just have Eddie hold on to it because he's stay hydrated bot?
He's
Yeah.
awesome, man.
Anyone can have it.
Yeah,
I just added to
don't
my
know
sheet.
that I really necessarily need it. I don't think it would be better to have somebody who might make more use of the extra things it can make, like poison or acid, be holding on to it.
I mean, I can hold on to it, or we can give it to Shadow, so that when he's at range, he can actually still deal decent damage. Yeah.
Who's got a short bow?
Yeah, I mean, if he can poison his bolts or his arrows.
It takes an action to make the liquid,
It's
right?
an action to make it, and then an action to pour it out.
Oh, that's true. So we'd be
And-
prepping the arrows and stuff anyways.
Yeah, and once the poison's applied, it lasts for 1 minute. So you have to do it right before combat.
Oh yeah, actually I need to spend 1 GP or whatever for the arrow.
That works.
What do we name our horse?
You don't have a horse yet.
Yeah.
It's
You have to throw the pocket, and
Oh,
a horse
okay.
will pop out.
Yeah, we didn't pull anything off, as far as I'm aware.
Oh.
For the rest of the day, Myra's just gonna be looking for anything about the crown.
All right, where do you go?
Nearby library.
Okay, you walk in. Old man behind the front counter. Tiny little spectacles at the end of his nose. He looks down his nose at you and says, "What can I help you with, ma'am?"
I'm looking for a book on dragons, particularly artifacts.
Oh. Oh god, what are people up? There's so much to keep track of here. Oh, okay, cool. Alright, he leads you towards this section where they have some compiled history and logs on, the dragons that are known and possibly have been dealt with in the area, like the history of Baldur's Gate, etc., etc. Is this what you'd be looking for, ma'am?
Hopefully. Thank you very much. And with that, Myra is just gonna start going through everything, trying to find anything with the about the crown or
Okay, can you roll me an investigation then?
ba ba ba.
Not the best. This library, I mean, you didn't specify like where you were headed, so this is just like the closest, depository of knowledge that you
Yeah.
happened upon. It's mostly pragmatic, practical like information. It's not so much the history. Like it does mention that, Bahamut is the good god of dragonkind, and Tiamat is the evil five-headed bitch queen of the dragons, etc., etc. But nothing really beyond that. It's mostly like logs of draconic activity, where they've been seen, if they've been dealt with, where they make their lairs, etc., etc., etc.
Wait, hold on. There was information about Tiamat?
Just like, okay, there is a dragon with 5 heads named Tiamat. She is the bitch god queen of the dragons, etc., etc. That's, mostly common knowledge, but nothing so much as like the history of or like the deeds or what Tiamat herself has done. You know what I mean?
Okay, well, she's still gonna make note about the fact that 5 heads.
Okay. All right, I believe that would be you sorted then.
That's
What else
me
we got?
sorted.
Oh yeah, have you organized like how you're meeting back up? If you're meeting back up, campaign over? Question mark? Question mark? Smiley face.
No.
My guess was we would just pick one of the various taverns to meet back up at after everyone was done.
We could meet at the Blade and Stars Inn. I'm sure
mean,
Mom
that
wouldn't
works.
mind loaning out a room.
You mean a base?
Laya thinks about the last time a body was left outside the Blade and Stars Inn doors.
Yeah, that might be a tension that Granny and Gramps might not want on their doorstep.
Maybe only a night.
All right, that would be my. I mean, that's totally cool. That's a good plan. I like that plan. It's a good plan. Great plan. Myra is sorted. Who's got stuff to do? Ludlin, do you want to start following that trail of breadcrumbs I got left for you?
Yeah, I have a note. I don't know who else has stuff.
Well, for meeting at the Blade and Stars, it would make sense for me to be the last person.
All that Eddie would really do before heading back is just at least probably spend a good bit of time going around back in Heapside area and just continuing to do what he can to clean up any graffiti and better clean up the area.
This was
Okay.
all.
We're heading back.
This was all a really long detour so that Eddie could go back and sweep those steps in the very first episode.
Oh yeah, when you get back into Heapside, you actually run into some of your buddies from the Temple of Lathander, and the one that you know the best. He like walks up like, Eddie, brah, like glory of the morning to you, brother. Where have you been?
Oh, just busy with different things. How have things been here while I've been absent?
Things are still, people are still shook up about the attack, but it's been quiet since then.
Well, that's good. Hopefully there shouldn't be any further incidents.
Oh, I hope so too, man. Those dead 3 guys are bad news. I hope someone takes care of them.
Indeed. Not exactly savory folk.
All right, fair skies and sunny days to you, my brother.
Likewise.
Playing it coy. I like it. Okay.
He's not going to imply at all what's been going on.
Mm-hmm.
in his end.
All right, that's cool. Bledlin, let's get you.
Okay.
Okay, now are you smart enough to remember that the directions start from Flaming Fist headquarters?
He would read it for a second, look at his surroundings, and realize they don't fit the first instructions, and head back there.
Okay, the instructions fit much better now.
Ah, yes. And he'll try to follow them as best as he can.
It's actually quite easily like the directions that have been left for you. Like obviously an accomplished trailsmith has like put these together for you. And wouldn't you guess where it takes you? Would you like to take a guess where it takes you?
Which tavern? I don't know this place.
Not a tavern.
Oh god. I have no idea.
You take a left, turn around the alley, take a corner, and are greeted by a large bronze statue of a bald-headed warrior with a giant greatsword holding a hamster. Right back where you started.
Oh yeah, it's all coming together now.
Ludlin doesn't even react. For
As
all he
you,
knows, there are multiple of these statues.
They just really like this guy and his rodent. Okay, so as you step into the quiet merchant square, like they haven't kicked things back up since the attack. It was still just a few days ago. You hear a voice behind you from underneath the shade of an awning. It took you long enough.
Turn around and look. What? I had matters to attend to. And he'll kind of gesture at, the stuff he's wearing.
Yes, the clothes are very nice. Hold on, let me pull up this. You see... Oh my god, come back here.
One moment. I'm going to try to change the server. Yes, and if I may be so presumptuous, who did the describing? I'm not aware that many people know I'm here.
I'm here representing an organization that would be willing to help you?
Oh, finally, one of you got in contact.
I don't know. Who do you think I'm with?
Well, the Lord's Alliance, of course. They're the only people who'd know I was here.
Jahira sits on the ground. No, friend, we get things done.
Weddlin will, like, visibly recoil.
Very well, what do you want with...
You're getting, well, from what we've observed, you're getting your neck stuck in some pretty precarious places. Yeah?
the server again?
I could hear you. That's fine. Yeah, I just changed the server back. Please. Okay, there's not a good solution for this.
Hello?
Yes, hi, I can hear you.
Okay, yeah, I can hear
Yeah,
you
yeah,
just
it's
fine.
just-
It's not always.
Do you think, here, let me try turning off the radio bot,
We'll see if that fixes it.
or at least helps. Okay.
Well, let's find out.
You've been getting yourself in pretty hot water, I have heard.
Well, when a city disappears and you're sent to find out why, it's kind of what happens.
Yes, would you be willing to share what you might have learned so far?
I have a condition. If you
Name
can
your price.
allow me to send a message to Waterdeep, magical or mundane, both would suffice, then I can share what I know as the cost. Assuming you tell me who you are.
Oh, you missed that? I'm sorry. She
Yeah,
has,
I did.
my name is Jahira.
No. Not her name.
Oh, I got you. If it's a message you need sent, I can oblige. And she reaches into like a satchel she has on her side and pulls out a small wooden harp. And I can't play it. I don't want to play it because the radio. But she starts like strumming away on it. It's basically the Edward music, if you want to think about what she's playing. And as she's playing on it, the plane that the strings sit on starts to glow. And she like holds out her hand and says, "The message."
Okay, he's gonna pull out his notebook because he wrote it down. God, what did I write down? Oh. Let's see. We knew Ultrel pulled to. Do we know exactly what plane it got sent to?
He's like Mortlock told you the hells.
Okay, pulled to the Hells, Baldur's Gate to follow. That's what the message would be.
Okie doke. Are you canny enough to like seal that with in an envelope or anything like that?
It's written in his notebook, and he won't say it out loud. He will just kind of surreptitiously show it to her.
So she can read the note.
Well, the handwriting sucks, but
Oh, okay. Okay, she squints, and then her eyes go wide. She looks at you. Okay. Well, that is interesting. Looks like we all have some work to do. So she finishes the song on the harp, grabs the note, and like pushes it into the plane, the glowing plane, and it does not come out on the other side. It passes through.
May I ask where that? Not that I do not believe what you have said, but I am curious.
We have agents as far as Waterdeep. We are not exactly welcome up there, but we will make do. Your message will get to where it needs to. As for
right,
us,
that right there, that was a useful trick. Is it possible to learn how to do that?
oh, this? She laughs. Ah, membership has its privileges, my friend. Always remember, those who harp never harp alone.
You say membership yet again, but you did not tell me membership with what. I believe
N-
that was part of the agreement.
Not the brightest candle on the shelf, are you? I am with the harpers. I am one who harps. I do not harp alone. Do
He
you need
boings.
it? Do you need it explained more clearly, child?
So you're just a musician then, but you do not look like it. Yes, I guess I do need it more clearly then.
The harpers have existed for longer than your lord's alliance was a dream in a king's eye.
There's no capitalization in speech.
I'm sorry?
Just a comment to the face palm. Anyway, um, I'm not familiar, but if you said you're not, well, a strong presence in Waterdeep, I guess that's understandable. So, I must admit, I'm not too familiar. What exactly is it that you do?
Whatever
And
is needed.
why did you
We,
seek me out?
you've been here a short amount of time, but you have already accomplished a great deal.
Kind of puff up a little. Yes, well, I do think I am.
You might be a useful tool.
Oh, unpuff. Tool for what?
I am not sure how the rest of this play will play out, but we will be in touch. We support you, but as we always do, from the shadows. And then she backs off and disappears.
She never answered my question about that thing. Hop. Out of character. That. How am I being a bard?
However the hell you want, I don't fucking
My
care.
bard trainer, no.
Myra will just throw books at you.
maybe maybe tell Laya about what. Will Laya know about the Harpers Guild, or the Harpers?
It's just
in
the
Baldur's Gate,
Harpers.
or
They are a secret society. Like they are do-gooders, but who work from the shadows. Like the no one should ever really know that a Harper was there.
Okay. So then
They just
wouldn't
know that their problems are gone.
So Robin Hood.
Yeah, there's no robbing from the rich, giving to the poor kind of thing, but the very essence of chaotic good.
Would Shadow know? Because the guild
The
sees everything.
complete opposite of Ledwin.
Yeah,
Well,
like
not
if,
quite, actually.
yeah, like with plain natives and non-idiots, like they'll know like what the Harpers are. Like you, obviously, most of you have never even met one. I mean, no one would.
No one
It's
would know.
incredibly rare to have one to identify
Mhm.
themselves. So, like, yeah.
So like a folk tales / rumor kind of thing.
Hmm. How do we make Ledlin a bard?
He would probably ask the people in the party who know things about magic if they know anything about how that would work. How you could actually like send a message using an instrument.
Alrighty, so that's Lettelin sorted. I think Shadow, what you got, buddy?
Well, I'm not really sure how I.
Imagine that's probably enough for one of them to figure out. Like, yeah, bards cast magic using music and sound.
I'm not sure how I become a architect.
Well, not even about that. Like,
Oh,
I
yeah,
think you've got. I think you have work to do, my friend.
Yeah, I was gonna go check on Diamond Urchin, I think it was.
Oh, you're gonna approach her directly.
Yes.
Okay, this I hadn't anticipated. Oh, okay. All right, just a moment, please. Actually, let's take a break for just a little bit. Give me about 10 minutes or so.
We've been at it a while.
Because
Yeah.
yeah, we actually didn't take a break. So yeah, give me about 10 minutes, and then we can reconvene. Cool beans?
No.
Well then, screw you.
Shut up. Do your research.
Rocks fall, Myra dies.
And for this research, she is born anew.
That's probably how it would happen. Also, how much is that? Is treat that. Okay.
Or is Discord still broken?
I hear you.
So are we just all coming up with reasons to explain our subclassing?
Not necessarily.
In my case, I'm changing classes or picking up an extra one, so it's a little more like I wanted like justified in character.
I see.
The fact that you can send a message or long distances is something he'd be very interested in. And yeah, I figured people would know like bardic magic's the thing. Like that's not a hard thing to know about.
Maybe he needs to visit wherever Myra's at and do some research.
I figured it was more like once people meet up, he would ask them about it. Since they're probably smarter than he is about knowing things. Especially magic. And yeah, a veal is 30 gold. But I assume it wouldn't be too hard to find a place to buy that. Especially with locals that can tell me where thing.
Can you use like a like an old veal that's like
No, he would not buy an old veal that is cheap as fuck. He would buy a good one.
Student model.
He
just
would.
missing yeah, it's an old student model, it's missing a string.
Nope, he wouldn't buy that. I mean, I have the money. 30 gold's not.
You said he'd buy it. Maybe maybe Granny and Gramps have one
Nope.
lying in the
Okay, he might noodle on it a little bit to figure out how it works. And like get started, but then he would go buy a proper one.
Lettlin drives all the business out of the Plane and Stars in with his noodling.
It's just like, how do you magic with music?
Music is magic.
Friendship is magic.
Apparently. Alright, now I actually have bard spells. I guess. Or I will whenever we go on rest or something.
Should I so now should I take sharpshooter now, or should I just get the ACI and get +4?
Wait, did we level up?
No, but
Yes.
now that level 4 is like on the horizon, and now that I have this bow, I have a +8 to hit right now. But if I take the ACI, I could get 18 dex and 16 con.
Probably the ASI.
I feel like the ASI is
For you,
pretty hefty.
dexterity is not only your attack stat, but it's also your defense stat.
Mm-hmm. So I get a lot out of it.
What are your... Let me actually look. You have... Oh, okay. With your ASI, though, you could go to 18 dex and 16 con.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
How many hit points does a point and con give you, anyways? Or does it
One
not?
per
do that?
level.
Oh,
You-
okay.
Yeah.
Well, one per level for every 2 points in con.
Okay, so like your
Well,
plus,
it'd be going from 15 to 16.
Yeah.
Mhm. so just 1 point.
No, it'd be 3.
Oh,
Because you're 3rd level.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, just putting the point into it now would grant me just 1 hit point, or would it actually
No.
be plus
It-
3?
it-
It's
It,
retroactive.
it's retroactive.
Oh,
So
I
it's
see.
basically like you get 1 extra health for whatever your current level is, like times your current level.
oh,
Yeah, it's basically your hit dice plus your con is how much health you get per level. And we use a automatically calculated hit dice, which is like average rounded up, or like +1 kind of.
I see.
And yeah, it's retroactive, so it would be like it'd be like you started with that at level 1.
I also
So
have
it'd
another
be-
question. So I have Hail of Thorns now. Is it possible? So to ready Hail of Thorns requires a bonus action, and Planar Warrior also requires a bonus action. Can I, in one round, do like an unmodified attack? Ready Hail of Thorns, and then when the next round comes by, you have Hail of Thorns available, and then Planar Warrior as my bonus action.
I believe so.
Because Hail of Thorns lasts 1 minute. I don't know how long a round is.
6
One round is
seconds.
6 seconds.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that works. It wouldn't necessarily make it like you do 1d8. It doesn't make Planar Warrior affect like
No, it doesn't.
everything, but yes, you could stack them in one attack that way.
I just want to make a really big damage number up here. Because the
Yes, that hurts. The risk of that is if you get hit, it might mess with your concentration.
That's true.
Yeah. So, like I said, you would attack, and then use your bonus action after that on Hail of Thorns.
Yeah,
And then on your next turn, you would bonus action Planar Warrior.
that's fine. Because that
And
can be
try to
mitigated
hit
with,
and do both.
that can be mitigated with planning.
All right, are we all back?
Yeah.
Shadow.
Oh,
Even though it's been a short time, you've gotten yourself very familiar with the neighborhood of Brampton, so it doesn't take you too long to head to where her main hideout would be, and you actually see her like outside of the side door in the alley there. You see Diamond Urchin. She's how can I put this? Like she's in a pink poofy ball gown that is absolutely torn to tatters. Like a overly large like powdered wig, looking like something straight out of Amadeus, except it's all just like gone to shit and nappy. But she's trying her best to make it look like she's living the good life. And she's cussing out a couple of her pickpockets, like these little kids that she has, under employ to, and nick coin from the people as they go by and bring it back to Granny. Then she points away and they scurry off in that direction.
I approach her.
Ow! Shadow! My woman voices are on point. Where have you been?
I've been around, found some interesting information.
Oh. You've been around. That's all you have for me. I can tell you're one of Straight Stick's boys because you have no work ethic. And by that I mean you're supposed to be working for me. Now hurry up and get down to Inside Park. I need you to pick up something from the hobos that are down there.
I have a few things to discuss with you first. About the, cult.
What cult?
I believe you maybe have sold off some, well, not sold off, have used guild resources to, benefit.
I don't know what you're talking about, boy.
I think you do.
And I think you need to remember what curiosity did to the cat. And from the end of both sides of the alley, you see one of on each side. You see one of Diamond Urchin's heavies emerge and slowly start to saunter towards you. Now, what is it that you think I've been doing, pussy?
I think that you've been making a nice bit of cash, and I think that I would like a piece. You know, to ensure that this information doesn't go anywhere else.
Who else knows about this?
Just me. No one else would know about you.
Can you roll that deception check for me, please? She nods. What kind of cut are you looking for?
Nothing too much, just, you know, I'm gonna need some cash since I'm trying to prevent the city from ultimately being destroyed by them.
I was only teasing about the pussy thing. What could these? Do you really think the whole city is in danger from these?
Well,
Oh,
have you heard what happened to El Terrell?
I've heard rumors and stories.
You've heard that
Why
it no
don't
longer
you?
exists. And that's what's going to happen here.
And what proof do you have of that? I think you're just trying to scare me off. Carve out a slice for yourself. How about I carve a slice out of you right now? Roll
Well,
initiative. Encounters on the fly. Oh my god, I don't even have tokens. Okay, let me see. Give me a second. I'm sorry, but you have taken this on a direction I had no idea it was going. So now I have to completely improvise, and I'm loving it.
Yeah, no, I definitely. Feline agility double dash.
What were
I don't think
you-
Shadow does.
The shadow knows.
I don't think Shadow does, yeah. But I was curious what you were trying to get out of this. Just more gold.
Yeah. Also, I was gonna try and get information.
Maybe you should have started with information.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be fine.
I just... The moment you asked for gold, I was like, he's got 36k in his pocket, or 3600 in his pockets already.
Well, I also didn't know for sure that she was involved.
Oh shit, what if you, unveil the horse and ride out into the sunset?
All right, so we are starting with the boy up front. One of the thugs manages to react first because you had your attention on Diamond Urchin. He runs up and he's going to take a swing with his truncheon. Does a 12 hit?
No.
You definitely move out of the way. And that is his round. Shadow, you're up. Go.
So who is direct, like Diamond Urchin and this?
Diamond Urchin is directly in front of you. One of her goons is right up to you on your right side, and the other goon is still about 25 feet away on your left side. And like he's essentially right at like the intersection of where the alley breaks off and like splits up.
Okay, and there's I'm assuming there's two entrances to the alley.
Yes.
One from where the guy came, and the other where the guy is.
Yes.
Okay. Then I will disengage, I guess. And then
Okie doke.
and then I'll dash out of the alley.
Okay. No, I forget. What is it? An action to activate like the feline agility thing?
No, it's just I can do it whenever. It doesn't take an action or a bonus action.
All right. So you're gonna use your like 60 feet of movement to start booking it.
Yeah.
Okay, and you've disengaged, so you've gone pocket sand. And all right. That the first 30 feet takes you out of the alley and into, well, which way you're headed? The way you,
Yeah, I was just gonna head back the way I came.
okay. All right, that first 30 feet of movement gets you out onto the main road. Let me do one of these. Oh, okay. So, like, you take off. Like, I'm looking at a 20 on my D20 right now. So you took off, and like right as you broke out of the alley, like a wagon parked itself in front of it, like cutting
Oh
off,
my god.
their pursuit. So you, beating all odds, made a clean getaway.
He just wanted to flex his move speed.
I guess. So what's the play?
Well, now I'm probably just gonna go meet up with the rest.
How are you trying to not get tracked as you do this?
Yeah, I'm gonna skulk around, I guess, try and make sure no one's following me.
Roll me a stealth check, please.
Oh boy.
Interesting. Okay. Alrighty.
Unfortunate.
Oh, this will be interesting.
Okay, so you're going all the way back to one of the Blade and Stars?
Star.
Yeah.
Cool beans. Alright, Laya.
I assume we all. I mean, I would have just head straight there if we had all.
Yeah,
split up.
you would have gotten there
You'd
first.
be there.
So
Yeah.
okay, now I've forgotten. And what we talked about before, I made the grandma and gramps are halflings, right?
You never specified to me actually.
Okay.
So
In my head they were, so I guess let's stay with that.
okay. I guess Winter, is it busy? How full is the Blade and Stars?
Well, just walking in, you see a few people at their regular tables, but it's not like a packed house.
Okay, this is before Shadow's gotten here, right? This is
Oh
just
yeah,
like,
you're getting here first. Like
this
you,
is all happening at the same time.
yeah, you
technically.
didn't have, you are doing this while everyone else is doing their thing.
Okay, she's gonna mod check around looking for Granny and Gramps.
Oh,
Granny,
you don't have to.
Gramps.
You don't have to look far. Like Granny, like is behind the bar. As you come, she's like Laya. See again, my woman voice is on fleek.
Back.
Oh dear, where have you been? It's been days? I thought you had gone on a hunt and hadn't told us, but I got worried.
We're at a counter, right?
I'm sorry?
We're at a a counter, right? Like
You know what? She dashed out from behind the bar to like grab you as you came in.
Oh, okay. I mean, I guess so. I'll hug Granny, and
Oh, she hugs you back. Roll for hugs.
What do I
You
roll?
squeeze too hard, you
Performance?
break Granny's ribs.
I have -1 to strength, by the way.
Granny picks you up.
That's actually probably really possible. And I guess she'll kind of wrap an arm around, hook her arm underneath Granny's arm, and kind of like urge them to come to the counter. So they can sit and talk.
Oh yeah, she'll follow you. She'll hop up on her stool behind the bar again and like shoo off someone who is nearby and said, "Go away! I need to speak to her."
Um.
So, I thought you got stuck outside with the lockdown. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine, Granny. Where's Grandpa?
Oh, he's upstairs tending to the rooms.
Is he busy? Maybe I can see him too.
Okay. Granny grabs a broomstick. Everybody starts pounding on the ceiling. Grabs!
And
Get out here!
and while that's happening, has Vendetta come by?
No, we're not scheduled to see her for another 2 weeks or so.
Okay, she's gonna monk S because we sent Vendetta here.
Oh, did we?
Yeah,
Oh my god, I'm sorry, I
I
forgot
told her
about
to
that. Okay,
see-
okay, that flavors everything. That reflavors everything. I'm sorry. I thought like, okay,
I told
gosh,
her to go to the Blaine Stars Inn for like shelter, and to let them
Okay.
know why is doing fine.
Okay,
Okay.
rewind.
Okay.
Okay, so like Granny like sees you come in, grabs you, and then like immediately starts taking like she like brings you to the countertop, bangs it, tells you Grandpa is tending to Vendetta upstairs, and we're back.
Okay. I mean, I'll just ask the same question again. Has Vendetta dropped by?
Oh, yes, Gramps is tending to her upstairs, making sure she's. Yes, we've cleaned her up best we can. Tended. We've got a chirurgeon coming by later today to make sure she's all right. But oh, it was such a fright seeing her coming in the state she was in. And, and she said she has you to thank.
It's been a long day, Grandma. Do you know how we had that incident with those road figures what was it, days or weeks ago?
It would have been at least like probably about a week.
A week ago.
Like, oh, terrible, terrible.
I
You found the bastards responsible.
she'll kind of like give a sly smile and be like, all of them.
By yourself?
No, actually, you'll be able to meet them in a bit. We all got attacked actually in the town square. I don't remember the name of the the area that we started in, the courtyard.
Keepside.
Keepside. Keepside.
Yep, see, Eddie's got your back.
Thanks, Eddie. I'll misty step all the way over there and high five Eddie.
Hey, you don't know that yet.
Shh. Planar warrior, we're getting there, please.
Oh, well, if you have friends coming, I better start cooking. Go see Grandpa and Vendetta upstairs. Make sure that everything's okay.
And she'll like nod.
And like you hear like the utter cacophony of like pots and pans starting to tornado around the kitchen as you head upstairs.
Gramps, and she'll kind of shout down the hallway.
In here.
Mama's cooking.
You see an open door and peek your head in, and there's you can see like Gramps is pouring out water for Vendetta, who's lying in a bed, wrapped up pretty well, face cleaned up pretty nice.
Is she awake or
Oh yeah, she's awake. She's fine. Like no, she's in a coma. She doesn't remember anything.
Hey man, she got fucked.
Hard
we only
whip
came
plus
out-
salt.
We only came out we only got out of the dungeon recently, yeah.
So maybe we'll call it like 2 hours or so. But yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, she did get a point of healing from Littlin too.
It's true. Well, I don't know how like potent healing is in this world. But anyways, Is Vendetta there too? And
In here, child.
then she'll walk in.
Oh, I'm glad to see you. God damn it, this fucking accent.
it's a relief to be back. How have things been?
Oh, she's a wonderful patient. Only screamed a little bit.
Lyle will kind of tilt her body to the side to look from behind Gramps.
You're gonna refund us for the brandy we used, right?
Laya's
Child.
kind of gonna hide like a soft smile.
A child, please come here.
Yes.
With my head is cleared, and I remember now more about what happened.
What happened?
I was at a tavern taking an order, and this slimy, grimy bastard tried to put the moves on old Vendetta. And I gave him the brush off. But to be friendly, he still bought us a round of drinks.
I'm guessing
So we shared a drink and I was on my way. But I didn't get more than 2 blocks away from the tavern where my head started to swim. And then they were upon me. The man's name was Amrik van Thamper.
his eyes will like widen. She said tavern, right?
Yes,
Was it the Low Lantern?
the very same.
Is there anything you can tell me about the place?
It is it is converted vessel. Nuclear vessel. What's her name? Laurelia runs it. She's the retired wizard, yes? The captain, she calls herself.
Lorelia?
Apparently, he has some kind of arrangement with her.
Were you sharing drinks with anyone else, or?
Oh, I'm always professional on the job. And she laughs and smiles.
Was it only you that was taken that night?
I am not sure. Like, I remember rebuffing the grease ball. He laughed it off. He seemed amicable. He motioned for a round of drinks. And we all laughed. And I guess he was laughing still. But now I will have last laugh.
How are you feeling right now?
I will live. It will only take a couple days before I will feel myself. They say they are bringing healer to take a look at me, but I will be fine.
Do you remember the other people who were with me?
Yes.
They'll be stopping by here soon. Maybe you can tell us more about that place, the Low Lantern.
I will do my best, child.
Gramps?
What's all this? What kind of trouble have you gotten yourself into now?
Laz kind of gonna smile sheepishly and say, would you be able to come downstairs with me? I need to talk to you and Grandma.
Alright, if you need anything, Vendetta, just ring the bell.
I'm imagining Vendetta is like in a full like Just a full body suit of bandages.
No. Like they cleaned up like some like so it's like the more like superficial like stuff. It's like they've just like cleaned that up. But she is pretty decently bandaged up.
Mhm.
She's not a bloody mess. Is I guess the
So we're downstairs now.
Mm-hmm.
Is Grandma still throwing shit?
Oh yeah, she is cooking up a storm.
Okay. I guess she'll wave. Lyle will wave and try to call Grandma over.
Just a minute. And she pops out.
Okay. Hey, I I might be gone again. Maybe for a long while.
Oh, what's this about?
Do you know how I told you we took care of those cultists?
Yes.
It it looks like something bigger is on the horizon.
Oh no.
Mhm.
Can you tell us?
Uh, she's kind of gonna glance around and swallow. Uh, I don't know. Um, it might be dangerous to you guys. It's already a little dangerous because I've sent Vendetta here, but I didn't know what else to do.
You did good, and that's good enough.
Hmm.
And then Granny pipes in, like, well, we always knew we couldn't keep you.
I told you earlier I have some friends coming by. Would you be able to spare room for them for tonight?
Ah, the noodles! And she runs back in. And Graham says, of course, of course.
I forgot what I was gonna ask after. Is Grandma still there, or did she go?
Oh, she ran in to deal with the noodles.
Oh, okay. I kind of want her in the room or back in the counter.
You see the pot just starting to boil over, and she's like fixing it.
Okay. I forgot what I was gonna say. Fuck. Does Gramps have anything to say?
We could talk more when your friends are here, dearie.
Mm-hmm. By any chance, were there any flaming fists around earlier today? She's just curious if Zodge like actually kept his word and sent people to watch the end.
Come to think of it, there was. I ran him off, though. You know they're no good, any of them.
Liza's gonna smile, and then suddenly a wave of nausea will hit her. She's going to feel like she is 10 feet above or in front of where she is standing, and she's suddenly going to look really ill.
Liar? Liar!
Sorry, it's been a long day.
You should sit down. You should lie down.
She's gonna nod and kind of push herself away from the counter and start walking upstairs. Is my you didn't give my room off to someone else, did you?
Oh, dear, you weren't gone that long.
Right. And she's going to head to her room, and she's just going to let her arrows or her bow and her arrows just like fall to the ground. And she's going to collapse on her bed.
Yay!
Yep, and we're good.
Final Fantasy in music. Did you describe her friends?
I forgot to. Can we just add? Can we just pretend that I did?
Yes, absolutely.
Because I was like, I actually did forget. I was gonna ask something else, and then I like brain farted.
Okay, how do you describe them?
There's a fish, a cat, a dragon. There's a
We don't have a dragon yet.
the dragon. Okay,
She's not even
there's-
gonna be a dragon.
We have
Got the
a
whole freaking petting zoo here.
there's a lolly and a really.
I missed it.
That's okay, because I'm still trying to figure out the descriptions. There's a fish, a black cat, I don't even know how to describe Cathick's character, actually. Is that close? Is your photo, like, actually
A Nancy boy.
Pretty much.
pretty much? Okay.
Like, yeah, Android would be the perfect word, but
the hat you're wearing is... You're wearing that hat?
pretty much, yeah.
Okay. A gray-skinned automaton with a weird hat with goggles.
Oh my god, that is so. That is so little and it hurts.
She's not a dragon yet, but holy fuck.
And a high elf who probably doesn't look like he knows what he's doing.
I'm only
They
half
should all be traveling
yeah.
together.
We'll do.
Okay, that's good.
Okay, so you all eventually make your way to the Blade and Stars. And Grandpa's there and it's like, okay, fish, the cat, the lizard.
Lizard?
Close enough.
Who are you calling a lizard?
Doesn't she just look like a human except for the eyes, maybe?
Well,
Yes.
The
Yeah.
problem is I've seen the full thumbnail for Myra's art, so
Yeah, but
this whole time I've been like, oh, they're gonna be a dragon. We were approached by dragon cultists earlier.
Yes, plus a smaller robot. Alright, so they've closed off the party room so that you all can eat undisturbed. And Grandma brings out the spread to end all spreads, and you eat like kings.
I request
forks and knives.
I request Google images of this food.
Oh my god.
Myra
Yeah, like,
is gonna act.
later in the day, Ro walks in with like a smaller metal golem, probably still like shoulder height or chest height to her.
Elia's gonna have like a fever the whole rest of the session, so
Myra
Rip
is
her.
gonna wonder why she was called a lizard.
Oh, stop it. That wasn't in character.
She's still gonna wonder why.
no, I think Lia would have said that in character, because ever since the dragon cultist thing.
Okay, no, that has the weird, like, roasted pig head thing. I'm not doing that.
A short lady with a tall sword.
She's not even that short.
You are
You
now.
just said a fucking dragon lolly. No fault.
A tsundere.
Okay,
Oh,
fine.
God.
She's a tsundere dragon lolly.
Do you have your heights all written on your character sheets? Actually,
I'm pretty sure I did, actually.
I think I do.
I'm kind of curious now. Who's like?
I think I made level at 5'10".
Oh,
Pretty
yeah.
tall for a half elf.
Ro's actually kind of short. She's 5 foot.
There's your damn feast.
A half elf is up to 6.
Now eat up, you bastards.
Wait, I
Yeah.
don't think I can. I don't think
She was partially made by dwarves, so she she inherited their height a little bit.
I don't think Myra has her height written down.
No, mine's not written down.
Okay, well, what is your height?
I'll say 5'5".
5'5". Shit, I think Lia is actually the shortest person in the room then.
Shorter than Ro.
Actually, wait.
Ro is
Yeah,
5.
you're right. Oh, okay, yeah. Never mind then.
How short is Lia?
5'3".
Pocket size. for easy travel.
Yeah, dude. Letterland just takes me out of his pocket, and I just start shooting.
What? Okay.
Itch, I'm
Yeah.
gonna need a,
You just Letterland pulls out the point blank Glock that is Laya and just starts shooting.
I am gonna need a picture of that now. With all of
Yeah, so if
Laya's
any-
bust.
So while none of you who are watching the stream, we require fan art.
Okay.
All right,
Brandon,
so
you're on that.
Granny supplies the feast to end all feasts. You eat and it's
Yes.
delish.
Alright, and
Ro
I'm sure
doesn't eat,
Vendetta.
but appreciates the thought.
I'm sure Vendetta will like see them or something, right?
I don't think she'd be well enough to. Granny will send a plate up to her.
Okay, well in that case, Laya would have to show them at some point.
That point could be now.
Okay, Laya's gonna come downstairs, kind of like, limping, I guess, leaning against the stairwell, clearly looking really weak. Hey guys, Vendetta's up here. Do you remember that place, the low lantern, that Lord Damper?
Emmerich.
I don't Emmerich. I was gonna say that.
Mortlock told you. about
Mortlock
it,
told us about. Yeah.
Yeah, Amber Van.
She's up here. We might be able to get some more information about the place.
Ro will nod.
Myra will stand up, sling her greatsword over her shoulder once more. Gesture for Leia to lead the way.
Outside of the room, assuming the door is closed, Letland's gonna stop everyone for a second and say, "Before we go in there, what are we trying to do by going after this Amric? Are we trying to stop what they're trying to do? Are we just trying to learn more? What's our goal here?"
Shouldn't we determine if there's more cult activity?
Well, apparently, according to Mortlock, that's all there was, and the contract is finished.
Yes, but he might also not know about more.
I don't think you're looking at the bigger picture here. It's not just
This whole place is going
cult.
to hell.
Yes, exactly. It's not about the cult, it's about that. We heard from Morlock himself that the cult was just, well, a front, a distraction.
Well,
I am here to do something about it. But what about the rest of you?
I already told Ma and Pa that I might not be here a while, so you have my bow.
I will do my best to make sure Elturel does not happen again.
My entire goal since arriving here has been to better the city as a whole. Having it dragged to hell wouldn't exactly help with that.
I just want to say, I'm listening to that playlist Stump was using for the bot, and we're at the most wholesome part of the soundtrack. So this is like perfect.
Bait! What did Shadow say?
Shadow says it's not easy to do business on a different plane.
In Myra?
That's good.
Myra's just gonna close her eyes, shake her head. Does it really matter what my opinion is?
I'm not asking for your opinion, I'm just
trying to clarify why you're, well, here, involved. This is not going to be safe or easy, I'm sure. It's going to be extremely dangerous, as we've already seen. Probably much worse. So if you're not committed, I would recommend that you go in your own way.
Myra's just gonna start laughing. Uh, committed. After what's happened so far? I guess I'll just say my reasoning is I want to see if those dragon cultists will appear again.
Okay, I didn't hear what you said after you laughed.
Oh,
Thanks, Discord.
I guess we can say that my reasoning is I want to see if those dragon cultists will appear again, if they have any more dragon treasure.
Well, okay, but what does that have to do with all of this? Unless you mean they might have more stolen treasure.
They might. They had one.
Well, I guess greed is trustworthy enough.
Greed,
Alright.
for lack of a better term, is good.
Alright, well,
Works. Eddie, you can roll medicine if you want to like get a sense for what up with Laya here. Laya, tell Eddie's what's up.
Yeah, sure thing.
Yeah.
So the whole thing I have going is that Laya's technically not from this dimension or plane, and ever since she's been here, she's been experiencing bouts of motion sickness, or what is like similar to motion sickness.
Plane sickness.
I guess so, kind of like a I guess it's kind of like dimensional sickness,
Like
which I
in
plan to.
like in the Spider-Verse movie. Kind
I
of.
guess so. But I plan that's kind of like my explanation for why she will eventually have planar powers.
Alright.
planar
Well.
Yeah.
puberty.
Yeah. I don't know if that works. I probably should have consulted you, but I just kind of came up with it.
As far as Eddie knows, that's probably outside the domains of a lesser restoration, so we'll just wonder about that a bit.
So yeah, you just get the sense that, like, yeah, she's queasy, but then like it would take like a full blown like examination to like figure out like that whole side of things. You just get that she's got a general sense of unease. All right, so was that the group hug moment?
I think it was the group hug moment.
That was the huddle, not the hug.
Oh, okay.
That was where you do the group huddle before you open the door to the boss chamber and all die.
Okay, so you're gonna go see Vendetta?
Speaking of, Lennon will open the door to Vendetta.
Roll initiative. No,
Oh god.
Vendetta was the final boss all along. Don't listen to me ever.
I'm ready, coach. Put me in.
Okay,
I
looks
haven't
like you
said
get to ask
anything
the
for
first
20
question.
minutes. Oh, I'm sorry. I have not dressed for company.
Put some clothes on.
Once again, Ledlin opens the door to vicious calamity.
Who?
At least it's not zombies this time.
He's going to say apologies and close the door again.
No, she's fine. She's decent.
Okay, now we get to have her hug moment.
Myra stands out of the hug.
Aww. Yeah, you're way too much of the son, and not enough of the dare.
And you guys are complaining about my character being anime looking.
Don't make me do it again.
Bring out the
The-
bust.
because my stats for this are terrible, it's probably gonna fail. But what would I roll to try and just like pull her into the hug with everybody else?
Wait, why? Okay, why are we hugging? There was no reason given for this.
I was just joking about it.
Yeah, that was
Because
the
you
meme.
mentioned it.
Well, if Eddie's
That would be
actually
an
gonna
opposed
try.
strength check, right?
That was a meme.
Well, if Eddie's actually gonna try to initiate the hug, roll me a strength saving throw.
I mean, you roll that yourself. Roll it with disadvantage.
Yeah, you're trying to escape the hug.
Sorry, you're caught.
-1 strength saved it.
Alright, well, we open the door and then I go inside.
Oh, well, hello again.
Hello. How are you feeling?
More alive. Seems you
Sure.
have done well for yourselves.
Is there a window in the room?
Yes.
Lila's gonna hobble over and like close it.
Okay.
If you wouldn't mind, we'd like to ask some questions about Amric Fandom,
Oh,
And-
that.
the Low Lantern.
This is a place where This is another place like this where the I forgot, the Ottoman family supplies the wine and spirits. It became known to me at my last visit that at the Low Lantern, the wine has been paid for by Amrek himself. I was in the upstairs area from what he told me while trying to woo me. He has turned the downstairs lounge into his own personal office, if you will. Apparently, he has coerced the owner of the establishment into some kind of an arrangement. He is a greasy, slimy shyster, and you should trust him no further than you could throw him. Hopefully, preferably off of the pier.
Sorry to interrupt. Is she referring to Amric or the tavern owner?
Amric himself. He is. Yeah, Lorelia. Yeah. She will talk about the owner of the Low Lantern, Lorela Fun. That's a really dumb.
Can you just type it in?
Lorela. Yes. Thank you. Forgotten Realms names.
Naming is hard. Yeah, names
Like,
like
not
that
a-
are too hard to remember, man.
Everyone has to sound unique.
Like, I've been trying to make an effort to make names of things that matter not super long
That.
or hard to remember.
You can just. But that's why everyone calls her the captain.
Ah, it all makes sense. Okay. Sorry to interrupt.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I mean, that's pretty. That's as good an introduction to what she feels about Amric at the moment. If you have anything else to ask, go ahead.
How
How-
many men or minions, I guess, would you say he had with him? If you knew that.
Oh, he had a sentient pile of beef who was watching his back. A boorish, uncultured sort.
but only one pile of beef.
Yes, from what I could see.
I see. Maya, you had a question?
I was actually going to ask the same thing. Look how many goons he has.
He seems rather comfortable.
How often is Amric there?
Every day.
Every day.
He has been. He bragged about the very, very profitable business ventures he was running out of the place, and the potential for a new one in the very near future.
And out of character, the Little Lantern's a tavern that's like on a ship.
Yes, it's a decommissioned ship that's been like tacked to the dock. Like the the upper deck
Mhm.
can be converted to like outdoor seating. The first two decks below, one is the tavern and gambling hall. The one below that is the lounge, and below that is a few rooms for rent.
So what you're saying is, my oil flasks and my explosive seeds will do me no good.
It reminds me of of building in Guild Wars 2, in like the main city.
But it's like attached to the dock, basically.
Yes.
Okay.
Let on a motion for her to continue since the interruption was not in character. She was talking about some kind of business.
Oh, he was not offering details. He was trying to seem impressive to the pretty woman he was trying to take to the bed for the night.
All right, tell to me straight. Did he seem like an idiot to you?
Yes and no. He was canny, but so cocksure of himself.
A silent irony hangs over the room as Littlin asks this question.
Yeah, Little One is literally doing Munka. So, he's not the mastermind. Well, I guess we already assumed as much, but that means it may not be difficult to negotiate with him.
How busy is the Low Lantern usually?
Oh, he's popular enough.
How about at night?
It's never wall-to-wall people. You could always get around. The lounge is typically more calm and reserved than the gambling hall upstairs. Looking at the weather, I don't think they'll be eating outside anytime soon.
Is Amric always in his office?
He will hold court there from midday to late in the evening.
And there's only one way on and off the tavern, right?
Yes. Well, unless you would not mind getting wet.
The whole room hears it.
You cut out at the end there, but I'm going to assume that was Eddie that was your cat.
Yes.
Oh, I actually assumed you were going to say Shadow.
Oh,
Like-
no.
Oh God!
No, that was it, Eddie.
On one end a water genasi and on the other end a cat.
Yeah, maybe we should have gotten the like Cloak of the Manta raid just to protect Shadow.
I don't think that would save him from hating water.
You know what will save him? The water walking scroll.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Boom.
He can't cast it.
I can actually make one of the cloaks, but I'd
He
have to
has-
drop another infusion for it.
He has a I like how Bait now has like an emergency get out of the water button.
So, what do we think the plan is? Just barge into his office, beat down the muscle, and make him tell us what he knows?
I th- we need to catch him, so he can't escape. Either way.
Well, if his office is on the lower decks, he can't exactly leave that way, right?
Lia's gonna like lean over and ask Vendetta. Now that you know Hemrick's as slimy as he is there anything else you can tell us? Anything that suddenly seems useful?
Brimstone.
Brimstone.
When he got close to me, I caught a whiff of it on the air.
Wait.
Yeah, could I make a roll to see if I know anything that has that smells like brimstone?
I mean, roll religion.
I don't really know what brimstone is.
Devils.
Ah, okay.
Meta spoilers out of character. The smell of hell.
Oh, okay. Smell the nether, whatever
Yeah.
the dirt in the nether is. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. With the 14, could I make the connection?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Ro will say, do you think he is a devil in disguise?
Well, don't.
If he
devils
were.
smell of brimstone.
If he were, I imagine he would have had a better line to use against me.
What? Devils smell of brimstone, right? I don't personally know, but
Yeah, Ro will nod and say, it's too much of a coincidence to ignore.
well, what about those imps we heard about?
Imps?
One of the other vampire apparently has a bunch of imps, invisible imp spies all over the city. It wouldn't surprise me if he had one watching over his brother, especially if you smell that. Right?
Possible.
Are you going to tell me that the Van Damper family... Hang it, my fucking accent, man. Are you trying to tell me that the Van Damper family is in league with the devils?
Yes.
It would be a way to guarantee that this city also follows El Terrell.
In the event
Wait, follows El Torrel? Excuse me? Like Vendetta actually sits up in bed.
Ro will like hold her hand out to to try to tell her not to get up, and say, she'll repeat the song from the tavern, the El Song Tavern.
So, well, this conversation was going on because it reminded both me as a player and him, Eddie, in character, of something he can do. He's just going to kind of, in the back of the room, quietly begin casting Detect Evil and Good. So if there are any celestials, elementals, aberrations, fays, fiends, or undead within 30 feet of him in this room, he's aware of them.
Okay, I have to remember if that includes tieflings or not.
Can I perception check to see what Eddie's doing?
Essentially, if you want to, let's see.
I need to perception check to
essentially-
see if Laya will clue into what Eddie's doing, basically.
Since he knows where they're located, even if she would register, he's not going to, like, he's just going to be looking for anything else in the room, specifically anything that he thinks might potentially be an invisible imp.
Yeah,
What one would
well-
would, I guess, notice because you can do something similar and use Divine Sense.
Well, like,
I-
Laya might
I
not
got-
know what Eddie's doing, but if she did, she would draw out her bow and ready to, like, pin something.
Yeah. Like, tieflings have demon blood, but they count as humanoids.
Okay, just checking.
Okay.
Let's see. Verbal and somatic. Roll religion, Laya?
Do I need to make that roll religion to realize that's what he's doing?
Is that
As a
enough?
paladin, you have the same spell, I think.
Yes,
so.
I have Divine Sense, which is just an ability
Yeah.
that's an action that does the same thing.
I think Divine Sense is actually even like slightly more detailed than the spell is too.
I
so-
sense anything affected by hollow or no location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet, not behind total cover.
So yeah, it's just a double range version of it.
None of you detect anything amiss.
Okay.
He'll poke his head out the door and make sure the hallway is clean.
Tis.
At least
Okay.
we're not being constantly followed by them then.
That's good.
That's surprising.
Yeah.
But he'll also just mention whenever there's a pause in conversation. If we're concerned about him being a devil, I should be able to either figure that out for sure or figure out if he's not for sure, but I need to be within closer vicinity to him.
How far?
30 feet. Without any walls or anything of the sort impeding it.
Were you able to check this whole inn just now?
I was able to check the room and briefly when the door was open down the hallway, it'd be up to 30 feet, but at least for now we appear to be free of any unwanted imps.
Okay.
It's a shame the thought didn't occur to me previously when we were boarding in.
How long does the spell last?
I can concentrate on it up to 10 minutes.
Okay, because Divine Sense only lasts for one round. So it's like I can do it fast, but it would be like I do it, I detect, and that's it.
It's like a pulse.
Yeah, it's more like a pulse versus constant, information.
But yeah, for at least the next 10 minutes, I'll remain concentrated on that in the event anything should change.
When we're done here, could you check around the inn for me?
Of course. And yeah, even if it passes out of the 10 minutes before we end up, you can just pop another spell, but give the inn a quick rundown when we're done.
All right, do we have any more questions?
I couldn't think. I didn't have any other.
We know where the guy is. We know he's probably not like super well defended, at least not obviously. He probably
You
won't
know
run
that-
away. He probably has an imp watching him or something going on.
If not an imp, then he's a, you know,
He's either-
he might have a glamour on himself to like disguise his true nature.
Yeah, either he's a devil or he's got like some kind of pact going on. Who fucking knows? But we also have the forethought to check that kind of thing, or foresight. I don't know. I think that sounds like plenty of information.
Yeah.
Should have bought that holy water.
I could just radiant might.
Is that going to be your solution to everything?
No. But if
He-
it's a devil, if the shoe fits.
You can radiant smite. I can't. Unless that alchemy jug lets us like create holy water suddenly.
Oh my god. You get to drink from the fire hose.
Oh my god, dude, that'd be so cool
Alright.
if Eddie just like holds the jug out like a cannon and he just shapes water, sprays it at the enemy.
I
I
d-
think at a certain, I don't think I have access to it yet, but I think at a certain point, eventually, I could like, isn't there a spell that clerics get that just lets them convert or create holy water or something? Which, if combined with just my natural ability to create water,
All right. So are you feel good about coming up with a plan of attack here?
I feel like, yeah.
I guess so, yeah.
What are you thinking?
Do we have a map?
Do you have a map?
I
I'm
mean,
finding
we
a
don't
map.
know what the inside looks like.
But like,
I didn't think we were doing that today.
yeah,
I don't think
a,
we're doing it today, but
Okay.
a cleric can just make holy water with using some gold, 25 gold worth of material.
we could turn Eddie
Just
into a
takes an hour.
fucking holy water flamethrower.
What that doing? Well, okay. In character again. Well, we understand that you've been through quite an ordeal, and we don't want to disturb your rest too much. Thanks for answering our questions.
What's the blast?
He'll get up to leave.
I'm glad I can help. Make sure you put that boy in his place, or I will show you why my name is Vendetta.
If there's anything left of him when we're done, you're free to it.
Thank
How
you.
old
She
is
nods
that boy?
grimly.
Oh god.
Roa will just nod in agreement.
Laya's gonna nod to Vendetta and then leave the room. Assuming we have no other business.
I don't think so.
Okay. Are we retiring to rooms?
I only asked for one room, so you're all bunking together. Except me. I have my own room.
Oh, no slumber party for the girls?
No.
Let's see. The steel defender is guarding the door, and Roa will see. She'll probably take a chair, like upstairs.
You should sleep while T-posing down the hallway. Whenever someone comes up the stairs.
Assert dominance.
Yeah.
Does this have a sleeping icon? No. Dang.
Okay. So you are all sleeping. Yes?
Here's
Yeah,
just sleep.
Y'all are
Also
really bad
was-
at like pulling the trigger on the thing.
Yes.
Yeah, we're long resting.
Yeah.
We're long
Okay.
resting.
Oh,
and
wait,
Next session, we're assaulting.
Did Eddie actually detect anything around the end?
No, he did not. Eddie, roll perception.
Does he need to roll perception? He just has.
I'm
Yeah.
telling him to roll perception.
Oh, okay.
oh, also, well, wait, no, I don't think I. Wait a second.
Out
Is
of
this
character.
Perception. Well, is this perception have something to do with me actually, like, just doing this sweep?
No, because you could just automatically
yeah.
know that. I'm just saying.
And never mind, that would be concentration too, anyways. So yeah, wouldn't have anything to add to that. Just the 16.
Okay. All right. You give the all clear.
Wow.
I can head back and convey to her that the inn seems to be completely inn-free.
Guild's got some stealthy boys.
Lyle looks relieved and thankful.
Okay. The night passes without incident. I mean, long rest yourselves away. Make sure HP stays the same.
I literally didn't use any resources except for, I guess.
Like I checked, like some of you don't have on the character sheets too. Make sure you've got the long rest tracked. But yeah, that will be where we call it today. Next week you take down a mob boss? Question mark, smiley face.
If there's a next week.
Yes, let us talk.
Yeah.
I did say that I might be able to get out of work Wednesday, Thursday early, then 8 o'clock my time, which would put it at 9 o'clock your guys' time.
10 o'clock, I believe, if we're going, because you're on the same.
Are you on Pacific time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and Man are on the same.
8 your time is 10 p.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then it'd be 9 p.m. if I can get off early. So an hour after.
Hour.
Yeah.
I mean, I already switch around a lot of times to work with my player schedule the night of the week we do ours, so I'm pretty much free to do this whenever it's gonna work for everybody else.
Yeah,
Just figure out
that's
something on my end for that.
Let me pull up my thing.
I'm more likely to just like put off the next one of mine and just do a longer one, if that's possible.
yeah. Like I said,
So we can do tending units thing and then also the whole like next city and then wrapping up what you guys are doing.
yeah. If anything, if the schedule doesn't change, I'm going to see if I can request Sunday and Monday nights off too.
Okay, you said you were clear Wednesday and Thursday night. Do you mean this week or next?
This week.
Hmm.
And it'd be like an hour after we normally start.
I'm just gonna wait until we do war for the next one of mine.
Okay. Like, are we gonna be... How would we all feel about Thursday night? This week, the 22nd.
Works fine for me.
Should be fine for me.
It should be good. I think I have something in the afternoon, but I don't think it's going to make me late or anything.
How about you, Bait?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. So, okay, let's pencil that in, because I don't know if we're, like, completely writing off, like, all of next week off, you know what I mean? So, but we'll you know, take it, but we'll
Well,
We don't
Play
know
it by
yet, that's
ear.
the
Yeah.
thing.
I won't find out my next schedule until like Saturday, Sunday.
yeah, yeah, I get it.
And then I've also found out that we are losing a guy for nighttime, and I think that's why they're tossing me more onto nights.
Rip!
Oh boy.
Um, 1 hour later, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So we'll start 9 Central, 7 Pacific.
Time.
We'll storm the tavern and call it a session.
Although,
So we started blasting.
Nobody has Eldritch Blast.
if I do end up running late, feel free to start without me. And I'll catch up when I can.
I mean, Eddie has access to what's it called? Not magic weapon, the other one.
Spiritual weapon?
Spiritual weapon.
Yeah, which is essentially just activate stand powers.
Yes.
You should go back into the cavern and duel that other spiritual
Man,
weapon.
that
like
makes
your
me want to
spiritual
make
weapon.
just have a party that's all warlocks, and their go-to response is, "Anyway, I started blast." I mean, a party of warlocks would probably crush this
Yo, I bought
combat.
this thing from Legion M, and it's the coolest fucking thing ever!
Until something gets the jump on them.
Fuck someone up with it. Thanks, everyone. Be
And
good
they're
to you.
not
Okay.
exactly sneaky.
You got a celestial one.
Nice.
That's crazy healing. You got a hex blade, so you can have a front line. You know, they can take stuff like armor of Agathis.
You're back. Too much water.
They all have short rest shit, so they can just blast spells without a cure.
Isn't Eldritch Blast a cantrip?
Yes,
Yeah.
I meant outside of that. I meant like if you find something Eldritch Blast can't handle, which is a pretty small list.
You can just throw out your short rest fireballs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
short.
I was
A
gonna
whole
say.
party of short rest fireball is pretty good,
That's
and they're all like
hilarious.
super leveled fireballs.
That sounds great for a one shot.
You're not even a one shot, but like a really short campaign.
Just take an hour rest every 5 minutes.
All right, take a short rest. All right, take the rest of the hour's break. Combat's over.
Why stop there? Just take short rests mid combat, one at a time. Just take turns.
What? That doesn't work.
10 minutes is like, what? 100 rounds of combat?
What are the
Minutes? No, that's 60 rounds.
No, yeah.
what are the odds that we can just sink the tavern?
Wait, no, I'm not.
Call
No,
it.
I'm wrong.
Oh, you
It is
rat
100
bastard.
rounds. It
Yeah.
is 100 rounds. Sink the tavern. We can't learn anything or take a hostage if we sink the tavern.
No, but we have a cover up for why Amaric suddenly disappears.
Also, I might not be like a good paladin, but that's a little much.
That you're throwing out a lot of babies with that bathwater.
Like, if it happens, it happens. But
do you
that's
have
just...
do you have a map, by the way, that I can look at, so you could show us where the tavern actually is?
Yes, I can. Give me una minuto,
Cool.
por favor.
Thank you.